Hello, everybody. It's me. It's May to December. It's me, accidental one, and I'm joined by my good friend, my partner in crime, Tash, aka Sketchney. How you doing?
Hey everybody! Hope everybody's got a good week. I'm good. I've been trying to. I've been going through my X-Files game script, which actually
Mhm.
brought up a subject that I wanted to ask you about, but be it
Okay.
this week or next week or whatever. Your thoughts on. But I was going through it and it wasn't working quite well, so I'm having to tweak it because like sometimes it's different when you go in front of the camera. But as I was reading it through, like to see the timing, I was like, something's not feeling quite right, so I'm having to tweak it at the moment. So that's why I haven't got around to filming it. So, but I'm good. I platinumed South Park Stick of Truth in the space of like 2 days, and I'm trying to finish off Infamous too because I kind of took a break, but I started it back in like November because I got it for my birthday last year, back in July. I started it in like November. I took a break because I've been playing PS4 games and that, and now I'm trying to get back to it. I completed it on the good ending. I'm now trying to get the evil ending. So,
Yeah, that karma rubbish.
oh yeah, it's the fact that I've got like 85% of the trophies. I've got like all of like 4 trophies to get, and there's this really annoying. To get the hard difficulty, you have to do this really stupid tweaking where you have to. I was fortunate because I'd played the game already, so I was able to do it while I was still playing the good version. But you have to set it on hard and then start a new game so that when you start a new game, it registers on hard. And that's the
No.
only way to get the hard trophy, is to have it hard from the very beginning.
Well, isn't that how it is in every game?
Well, yeah, but you can't, when you start up the game originally, you can't automatically put it on hard because you go through some like
Ah,
tutorial chapter, like a couple of tutorial chapters, and it doesn't set you on hard unless you get promoted on your
I see what you mean. A bit like Resident Evil 6 when you end up doing the prologue first. But
yeah, and you
you
can't change your
yeah,
difficulty in that, yeah.
yeah, I get what
But
you're
you
saying.
have to, yeah, so you have to start. If I was doing it from scratch, if I hadn't been playing the game already, I would have had to have start a game, set that on hard, save that, and then start a new game. How stupid is that?
It is stupid. I mean, is it
So
is it a game you recommend?
it's very much, if people enjoyed the first Infamous, it's pretty much the same as, pretty much all the
But
same.
what about if they enjoyed Second Son?
See, I haven't played Second Son yet.
Oh, you own it though,
Uh,
don't you?
I own it. Yeah, I got it for Christmas, I think it was. But I own it. I've played a little bit of First Light because that was on the PSN, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Uh, so I've played a little bit of that, and I mean they're all very similar in their own way. It's nice to follow Cole McGrath again because I did enjoy the first Infamous game, and the first playthrough is good. Um, but when you're playing it again, it's so like I'm finding that there's no real, except for color palette on like the character. Uh, the cutscenes are pretty much the same. They're all like about saving people, even though you're going around killing citizens. It's like, well, hang on, why are you talking about that when I'm going around killing
Yeah.
people? So I feel a bit frustrated that there's no real diversity on the good and bad karma. So
Well, I can see where that would, frustrate you.
yeah, but you've been playing Beyond, haven't you? Because you've
Yeah,
been
but
playing that several
yeah,
times.
I've been playing Beyond Two Souls starring Ellen Page.
Yeah, naked Ellen Page.
So I've been playing as a woman,
Yeah,
or as I call it, a short-haired female boy.
yeah, girly
Um,
boy.
there you go. So I'm playing that, and I've completed it twice. Um, that's right, guys. I did a whole 8-hour playthrough in one day of playing that game. I don't know whether that means I'm a legend or if it means I'm a sad git.
Oh, wait,
Either
wait till
one.
we tell them about our fun with Resident Evil. But yeah, no,
Yeah,
eight
wait till we
hours
tell
solid.
about that.
Yeah,
So there I am. I put it in, and you know what? I'm like, I don't know what to expect. Now, there's some same people that did Heavy Rain, which everybody I think knows. And I played Heavy Rain ages ago, and I found the game really gripping. And then after the game ended, I was like, I cannot play this game again. I
Mm.
just can't do it. It will bore me. I'll get fed up of it. Just one of those things, you know. And I
Yeah.
was like, is this game going to be the same? Well,
Yeah.
no. In this game, you've got an entity with you called Aiden, who basically does things for you, like whether or not it's possessed people to help you get away or to get secrets. But at the same time, you don't really do much. There's a lot of
Right.
talking and there's the odd little action. So there's a bit where you're at the CIA agency. Like, for instance, it starts out and you're a little girl, right?
Right.
You're doing an experiment. The next thing you know, you're a grown up going into an embassy with the CIA. It jumps about.
Yeah. So you're all over the place, kind of. Is it
Like,
difficult to keep tabs on whereabouts you are in the story, or?
it's not really because I just followed the level. To me, a level's a level, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, 1 minute you're homeless, the next minute you're with the Navajos trying to stop a spirit. Next thing you
All
know,
right.
you're on a mission to kill a guy in Ghana. I think it looked like Ghana, right?
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, you're in Korea trying to stop something else. And you're like, but you don't really do anything other than walking, talking, and the odd really bad, crappy shooting.
Ah, yeah, yeah, that kind of.
But that's not all it is. Most of it is you growing up as a little girl talking to William Dafoe's character Nathan, and
All
then
right.
studying the NC. Like, it's a bit where you're on the run from the police,
Yeah.
you know, and stuff like that. And it's just really all over the place. But
Oh.
I have to admit, I enjoyed it. I must have done to play it twice.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
yeah, exactly.
I just wish I'd recorded me playing it because there was some funny shit I was
Your
saying while I was playing it.
comments.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know, some funny stuff like there's a bit where Cole dies, and I say like, "There's no what do you call it for you, Pagey boy," you know, and all that. You know, it's just very like there's a bit when you have a
I
dinner
do,
party,
yeah.
all right, and you can sleep with the guy or you can't, depending on if other things have happened in the game.
Right, yeah.
But you know, it's all right. I mean, that's me. I was kissing everybody.
Oh, okay, as you do, you know.
Yeah, you know, being a guy, the first response I was kiss another guy. You
It's just
know.
kiss, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
it's like you say though. Um, about what was I about to say? Shit. Um, no, you were saying about uh. Ignore me. It'll come to me when I'm least expecting it. Sorry. Carry on. You were saying about
okay.
going
Hopefully,
back kissing people. I am so sorry. My mind's gone blank.
hopefully I'll pop back in there while I'm saying this.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's all right. So, you know, being a guy, the first thing I think is, you know, let's kiss these other guys. They've all got six packs. Why not? Um, so at the end of the game, you get to choose whether or not to go somewhere else or somewhere. Like, there's this pathway.
Yeah.
Now this might be a spoiler, but it's been out for over 2 years now, so screw it. Right down the middle, there's the life, which is in black, and beyond, which is coloured. Now I thought beyond would be the black one, you know, because of the
Right.
darkness. Right?
Yeah.
No. So it goes. I could go back and be with the ones I love. I've still got so much left to do. Or on the other one, it goes. I could be with all the people I loved, and I could be with them. Now, when everybody in the game's dead and you go that way, you don't see any of them. You just see her looking at the people that are on Earth. You're like, so why did you go beyond to spend the time with the people you love who are there when you're keeping an eye on the other people and not talking about them?
Yeah.
You know, you can choose to get a guy's eye cut out or not, which always was interesting, which I
Oh,
loved.
nice. Yeah.
That's like cutting his eye out, cut off his balls. I'm waiting for a guy in the movie to go, I'm going to cut off his balls and cut his eye and put one of his balls in there.
And just put his balls in.
Yeah, you know.
You just don't get that in movies. It's just not accept, you know.
Yeah, it's no so. Like, I saw the new show for Human Centipede 3, right?
Oh yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
someone was talking about it, and I was like, come on. I was like, so we start off with 3 people, then we start off with a big group of people. Now we've got a whole prison full of people all connected to each other. It's impossible. It's like ridiculous. But yeah, so the game's all right. It's a good fun play. I guess it's an easy plat. It takes a bit of time, but mostly it doesn't if you don't mess it up. And I messed it up, so
Yeah.
I need 2 trophies left, so I'm gonna hopefully plat that probably tomorrow now because I've got to talk to my cousin tonight.
All right. Yeah. Cool.
So the annoying thing is, the things I need to do to get to that plat, they're right from the beginning to the end, and you can't do chapter select on the game. You have to do it from one point and go all the way through.
Yeah.
So it's like, thanks a lot, you know.
But, yeah, thanks. Just give me a challenge.
But yeah, I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I'm gonna play it, because it's a fun. It made me want to go back to Heavy Rain.
Yeah, it is very much. Yeah.
But Heavy Rain's worse because in this you just tap the controller. But in Heavy Rain you had to do this thing, didn't you? Go like that and all this.
Yeah, doing all the special directions of the stuff and that.
So I'm not sure if I will. I own Heavy Rain. I might wait a while. I think I might go on to doing tennis.
All right.
Yeah, because there's some tennis trophies I need. Because I looked at my Heavy Rain trophies, like, oh, I've seen most of the endings. All I've got to do is see a few more. And I've done it. And then I realised, didn't I? Completely different save file.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd have to see them all again anyway.
Yeah.
And that's
I hate that when you have to get like the end, because like you had to get all 26 or whatever it is ending, didn't you, for trophies on
24.
Whatever, yeah.
It was all 24 endings. Which isn't too bad because you can see it's like multiple endings.
You don't have to like play it 24 times at least.
No, you play it 11 times. You play 11 times and then you see the 24 endings. But to be fair, they're all very similar. See, I hate when people make multiple endings and they're not different.
Yeah.
Because it's like, why the hell would anyone play it if it's not different?
No, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. That's the thing. That's what I was just remembered. Oh, sorry. Headphone pull up. I remember what I was going to say earlier about, you were saying about, I mean, we've said it before about recording what you were saying as you're playing it. I had that with Infamous the other day where I was sat and this woman, one of the missions, she's like, oh, you should die, this, that, and the other. And then she set this, like this, she'd set me up in a trap kind of thing where this monster then come to try and kill me. And I was like, wow, issues much, kind of thing. And that's just like, and it's just like you say, I wish sometimes that you always say the best stuff. And then the second you got the camera on, you're like,
Well, I mean, I'm good at. Oh, sorry, I'm getting all flustered now. Don't know why.
Sorry.
Weird. Anyway, what I was going to say was, I agree with you. I'm going to pick up my recording equipment next month.
Yeah.
I was going to do this month, but things happened, and then I'm just going to record while I play and just do it that way.
Yeah, especially appearance from Shadow. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, no, she's purred.
The movie magic and gaming guru's mascot.
Yeah.
But John says, good afternoon, guys. Hope last week went well for you both.
Hi, John. Hope you had a good week. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for being our loyal watcher.
Yeah. Donna's running late. She's had to pop to her mum's because it was her mum's birthday at the weekend. So
late,
she will be here, but yeah.
Not acceptable.
Kind of my fault that she's late. So.
Oh, not acceptable. You'll be getting a stern warning when she gets here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
what about Resident Evil 6 then?
Oh, I think what's funny, I mean, because we completed one of the stories. There's like 3 character stories, isn't it?
There's 4.
Is it 4? Sorry.
Yeah, because it's Jake and
Ada. Yeah. So we completed one of them. And we've been playing on No Hope, which was actually, we got through, and I think we deserve a really hearty pat on the back for how well we did. Except then we got to the end. I mean, there was one boss battle that we really struggled with that we talked about last week, which made it rather tedious. But we got to this one other. Malcolm was like, "We'll play No Hope. We'll finish this story on No Hope, and then we'll play Professional, which is like the highest you can get for the hardest trophies, isn't it? It's like, because you don't get trophies for playing as No Hope, do you?
No,
like, there's no difference between playing No Hope and Professional.
I think No Hope is for people who basically are masters of Resident Evil.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
they live, breathe, and play Resident Evil all the time, kind of thing.
Yeah, or just generally like doing the hardest, you know, like survivor mode, like on Alien and stuff. It's
exactly.
Absolutely impossible.
Which people would like. I think when you want to play with a friend, co-op wise, you need to play something like Professional, because it gives you a challenge
to get through. Yeah,
because it gives you a challenge, but at the same time, it's still fun to play. It's on No Hope. When you're doing it, it's like near impossible, because if one of you doesn't die, the other one dies.
Yeah.
And one way you get to the advantage.
There's no hellfish items. There's barely any ammo. And we got to this final boss battle, didn't we? And we did it straight for 5 hours, over and over again. But we were chatting. I think that's because you said you're learning now to just enjoy. I was talking to Donna about this, about just having fun, because if we hadn't been talking about other stuff while we were playing, that would have gotten so frustrating for 5 hours straight trying to do the same boss battle in the same area. But then, this is the best bit, Malcolm discovered you can change difficulty while playing. So he changed it to Professional, and we got it done within 2 minutes flat. It was ridiculous.
It was like one go, boom.
It was quite possibly like, it was like playing on casual. It was so easy compared to what we've been doing.
That was weird, because there's like 4 difficulties, you know, other than No Hope. There's casual, normal, veteran, Professional. All right. And I was like, Professional feels like it's casual.
Yeah.
I mean,
and we started playing as Chris and on Professional, and we got through quite a lot quite quickly in a short space of time, didn't we?
The only trouble I think we had was when we were getting basically swarmed by enemies.
Yeah.
I think when that happens, it gets too much, because I figured out how to blow people up by doing it.
Yeah. Well, we're trying to coordinate, because you want to spread yourself so we're not together and dying, you know, like, so, but at the same time, you need to be close to each other so you can revive each other. It's kind of.
Well, you know, because what happened was, in the first one, I played as Jake and you played as Sherry, didn't you?
Yeah.
And the problem with playing as like Sherry is you don't really do much. So what we did was we said, you know what, I was the lead, you be the lead this time, didn't we?
Yeah.
And so Tash started playing as Chris, and I started playing as Piers. And Piers just looks like constantly wants to go to a gay bar.
Yeah,
he does. It's got that look on his face, like I should be at the gay bar at the minute in my levers, right?
I've played the game on the Chris story, and I got so annoyed with Piers. It was just like.
But I have to admit, I'm actually enjoying this character, because I'm enjoying the guns. I'm quite a good shot with his sniper rifle.
Yeah.
There is a trophy to do with his sniper rifle as well, but if you shoot an enemy from 50 meters with the thermal scope on, you get a trophy. So I think it pops on both.
All right, cool.
So it might be something we want to try, you know, next time.
That'll be handy if we don't have to play as the same character.
Well, you do to get all the
different, because you have to get the weapons one,
But at the same time, it's not so bad, because it depends, because if they're not in the same levels, you might be able just do like 1 or 2 levels with the same, you know, like chapter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm enjoying the game more since I've kind of took a relaxing approach to it. Because a lot of people won't realise this, when I game, I've got a very intense attitude with it. I get very, very aggressive.
Yeah.
Especially when I start losing, I get this real thing in my head where I'm like, about myself, you know, like I feel like pointing a gun to me, and go, you know, because
I'm kind of the same about myself. You get very self-critical kind of thing.
Well, what was it? I was playing a game. That's it. Spec Ops.
Oh yeah.
I play that game and I'm stuck at the same place constantly on phone, and it's not even the hardest point.
No, because
it's not that last bit, that bit where you have to get by everything, and
Yeah.
So I end up shouting at you. You
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I'm like, I'll take a break from that. I'll go this. I need to finish off Harry Potter,
Oh yeah.
and I need
Did
to.
you not? Have you got to replay it to get certain trophies? Or
Yeah, the difficulty trophies don't stack, so you have to play it 3 times. I
yeah.
hate companies that do that. To me, that's just being an a-hole.
Yeah.
I've got to play Uncharted again. Get
Oh
those
yeah.
trophies. I was looking up those trophies last night. How bloody easy are they all to get?
Yeah, they're
You
all
know?
pretty. From what I saw, I mean, most of it. I mean, uh, I'm gonna go through it. I mean, I've started going through it. I really need to get back to it, but yeah, some of them are quite easy.
Because 15 of them are just trophy. Are just like
Story ones, yeah.
And then there's the things. I was reading up on the forums of that, and people going, "Oh, Uncharted crushing one is really hard." I'm like, I've played this games like 7 times. You
Well,
know,
that's the thing. It's like South Park is listed as a hard platinum to get, and I found it one of the easiest platinums I've ever done. So
I tell you what I've realised when it comes to hardness of getting the platinum,
yeah,
the whole part I think is collectibles.
yeah.
Most
I mean,
people,
as I've said before, that's what I do naturally because whereas like you can get through a game easily on 8 hours, because I search everywhere quite thoroughly. I find that's what the collectibles one is usually the one I find straight away.
there's collectibles in Beyond Two Souls. As
Oh,
far as I
really?
know.
Yeah. What are they?
They're just basically concept art and stuff
Uh,
like that. They're not things like the making of, and it's amazing when you think how much work goes into making a game now. It's incredible.
yeah.
All these things they put on their faces and having a roll about and these really weird looking fake cars and
Oh, yeah.
so weird.
They had this episode of Bones where they showed it was somebody from like this motion capture studio that had been killed, and they were showing a lot of the foot, like they were acting out, what happens at these studios with the fighting and stuff like that, and it is interesting, like you say, with the props and stuff like that, the stuff that has to be motion captured kind of thing.
One of the last.
Yeah, I know. Your last. We need to have a minute of silence for Malcolm's last Coke that he's allowed,
Ah,
even though it's diet.
yeah, so that's diet and it's caffeine free, which means it's even more healthier.
Yeah,
So what?
but oh.
Feel like I'm in the army now.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, look,
Uh,
we got Mulder now. Look, we've had both pets now.
hey, I've got Cowboy Mulder in the house.
Mulder in the house. I don't think he loves me, look.
It's obviously hates you, really. It's
Oh
obviously
yeah,
doesn't like you.
absolutely despises me.
Yeah, despises you. I mean, I was looking like you mentioned about Infamous being
Yeah.
annoying. When you want to talk about annoying trophies, Fallout, right?
Oh
Because when you
yeah.
get to certain levels, you have to be neutral, you have to be good, or you have
Mm.
to be bad. A lot of people found ways around that by saving and making them have real bad neutral on one save, and then. But it's still bloody annoying because you're like, I want to go through a game, be able to get in one go. Because a game like Fallout, you play games like that, they're like worth about 100 odd hours.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It's like, I mean, because like you've been playing Skyrim and that as well, and it's like you say, when they're long games, and I mean, like Spec Ops had one of those choice decisions where it automatically saved straight after you made the decision, so you had
Yeah.
no opportunity to go back and remake the decision to get the other trophy, which means I'll have to get it when I'm playing through on Fubar. But it's I do hate those kind of things where you've got to play them
But you're
through again
wrong.
to get the
You
other
can get
choices.
them. You can get them when you go to chapter select.
Oh yeah, but I'm playing through on Fubar anyway at the moment, so I might as well get it when I do
Are
that.
you playing
But
for a bar now then? Are you actually playing it?
yeah, I'm on like chapter 3 or 4. But I took a break out, didn't I, for Infamous? So I'm going to go back to it when
I'm on the last 2 levels.
Yeah.
And I was just like, the problem I have with Spec Ops when it's on Football is one, your teammates go down constantly.
Yeah, it's the AI is awful.
And number one, and the next thing that annoys me is the fact that when you do play on Football, for some reason the bad cover system wants to not work even more.
Even more, yeah.
Like I go to run to a section and he just stands there like I get shot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and the way he dies, oh,
Yeah.
it's like it's Alfred from bloody Batman getting shot. Oh.
Yeah, just
you know. So I mean, I know I can play the game because it's one of those games which quite a few people have got that football trophy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, about 18% of players got it.
Bloody hell.
Wow. You know, it's amazing. I was looking up games, because it tells you how many people have played it, right?
Yeah.
And I was amazed that how many people haven't played certain games that I've played.
Yeah.
Let me for
Like
instance,
big names kind of thing.
yeah, like you expect things like. Let me have a quick look. I'll give
I
you an
get stuff
example.
like Sniper Elite. They're specific games that I guess people wouldn't be. You know, a lot of people like games where you're running and gunning kind of thing. But Sniper Elite takes a lot more precision. So I guess I get why not so many people play it. But
I agree with you, but at the same time, when you think only maybe 200 people have played it, that's ridiculous around the world.
oh, look at this! We got a new gamer. Oh no, I thought John was saying he'd got trophies then. Sorry. He's getting. I thought I read I'm getting trophies. I thought John was playing games then because he did ask one week what games he should start playing. So. I apologise, John.
It's getting trophies a lot harder than just finishing the game out right about Nick. Now, do you mind if I answer this first?
Yeah, no, you go.
You know what? It depends on the game. There's games where the trophies all connect throughout the game if you do it properly, all right? Yeah. And then there's other ones where you have to go back and you have to do completely different things. And then there's the trophies where you have to do the multiplayer that has nothing to do with the story.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're the ones I have the trouble with. I hate multiplayer trophies because I feel like they're not achievable. Like, I was looking at Mercenaries 2 World in Flames. Right, that's a co-op game, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't know that, right? And they're like, woohoo, co-op, right? You know, but the problem is, trophies can be great if you have a good game. Like Uncharted 1, the trophies in that they're all worth getting because it's a lot of fun. It's a great game. You can play it multiple times.
Yeah.
A game like Saints Row, Get Out of Hell, for instance. It's one of those games where it drags on getting the trophies because it's grinding,
a lot of grinding.
So what it means is it's absolutely terrible. It's one of those games you never want to go back to.
Yeah.
Because it's just annoying the last time, you know.
Yeah, I have one more trophy to get, and I'm like, I don't want to go back to it. It's like.
Yeah, exactly. But you want that one trophy because that's all you know.
Oh, I want that one trophy, but then I'm going to be deleting it off my system.
Yeah, that's what I mean. As soon as I did it, I deleted it off. I was like, thank. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what's your view on that then?
No, I completely. I mean, the thing is with trophies is, you know, as we've said before, it's not. I mean, I've always stuff like Uncharted and that I played before there was a trophy system, so I just got through them and I enjoyed the games for what they are. But now we have this thing where I love getting trophies because it gives you so much makes you feel like you've achieved something. I mean, especially like to get the platinum, where you feel like you've done certain tasks and stuff like that. It's weird because, I mean, it's only since before I would just play a game and if I got the trophy, then I got the trophy. And that's still kind of the point. But now, because there are games that have a lot less multiplayer, and multiplayer is the thing I don't do. So I never get the multiplayer trophies. But, I mean, stuff like Last of Us, where you have to have 40 people in your faction and keep them alive for so long.
Actually, that's got nothing to do with people online at all.
Oh, was it not?
I looked it up, and it has to do with playing online, but it's got to do with resources and buying things and.
It's all to do with that stuff, and I'm just like, I just don't like those kind of trophies because they drag down the rest of your list. Because I think you should have an option where you can have multiplayer and not have multiplayer.
I think they should. I think they should do an option where they ask you, "Are you going to be going online, or are you going to just be doing it?"
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's unfair because there's a lot of people that don't even have internet connections.
No, exactly. They still don't seem to realise not everybody has an internet connection or can get their systems online or whatever. But yeah, no, trophy. I mean, like you say, it's actually very different. You now. Oh my God! I have a dog pressing his toy up against my arm. That's how much attention he wants. Is that baby omelette? But the thing is actually you can't get through a game now without getting any trophies because a lot of them, they're all like story related, you know. But stuff like, so like I just got the South Park one. You have about 5 different trophies that you can get for winning the final boss battle in a certain way. Say like beat Kenny while in your whore outfit. Beat Kenny while suffering with dire AIDS. So then you have to go up to Canada to get bitten by a dire bear to get the AIDS. Beat Kenny while looking like David Hasselhoff. So you have to do. So what you have to do is like before the final chapter is like save it and then do those different things and then reload from that point kind of thing to get. Now that's a relatively. At least I didn't have to play the game like 4 times through because it's a relatively long game. But important phone calls. Anybody interesting? Interesting?
No, no one interested. I was just making sure in case it was Donna because she was out, you know.
Oh, is she out? Yeah. But yeah, at least that wasn't because that game's kind of like Skyrim. It's not as long as Skyrim, but it's a relatively long play kind of thing.
What is?
South Park.
South Park like Skyrim?
No, it's not.
It's nothing like Skyrim.
The idea, no, I don't mean like it's like Skyrim. It's not 100-hour long game, but I just mean the gameplay type. It's not like say like it's turn-based fighting is what I'm saying.
I would love. It's not turn-based fighting Skyrim at all.
No, it's not. You know what? I don't mean fucking Final Fantasy. That's what I meant. Sorry.
You know what? I'd love it.
I'm so sorry. I'm taking that all back. Oh
I'd love in Skyrim if my guy just started farting on people.
That would be amazing. Yeah.
And so guys, and all that, and butters.
But I just.
Oh.
But there's not much change up in the playing, the gameplay. Unlike say like where there's games where you have different missions, I think that would drag. I mean, I've enjoyed South Park. I mean, I've played it twice before on the Xbox, so to play it a third time on PlayStation, I have no issue with whatsoever. But I think if I had to play it like 4 times through just to get those final trophies, I would be absolutely bored shitless of it.
I love South Park because I played the PC and I did gameplay of it and all, didn't I?
Yeah, you did gameplay.
And I enjoyed it and I loved it, but I can imagine I'm doing the same as you did, you know, like saving at the right points and because I can't imagine playing that game more than 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, no, exactly.
You know? I mean, it's like games like this. I was like, oh yeah, right. What gets me is if it's co-op in them, why don't they make it where it's like online as well, offline as well as online?
Yeah,
because it says co-op, online 2, offline 1, and you're like, but when the online's off, wouldn't it be great to just have where the 2 pill at home could do it as well?
Yeah, because you could. This is the thing. So many games don't focus on like sofa game multiplayer kind of thing. Because I remember the days when you used to be able to, you know, before the whole internet taking over connection.
Yeah, like the Nintendo 64, and that was big for that.
Yeah, Yeah, exactly. The fact that you used to be able to do racing and now all on split screen, kind of. But so many games don't focus on that now. It is all online, and it's kind of frustrating.
Well, another thing that irritates me with online is the fact that they turn the servers off within maybe 3 or 4 years.
Oh my god! Yeah, exactly.
So, because I was talking to Don about it the other day, and I was saying to her about how, you do it, and you get a game, and in 10 years, most of the games out now are going to be switched off.
Yeah.
And on the way, but you'll probably have like a PlayStation 6 or 7 by then. And I went, yeah, but it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. It makes half the games unplayable.
Well, look, we're only talking, say, like with the Army of Two issue, we're only talking about last console. We're
Yeah.
not talking like PS1 games. We're talking a PS3, and we can't go back and play a game that, I mean, like you've picked it up, you've got the old. That's not very accessible to the previous games,
No, it's not at all. It kind of, we've got a comment from Last Avenger.
Oh, hi, Lost Avenger.
Because I was just checking the YouTube.
Yeah.
And he says, hello, Hellway, have you two been watching the Daredevil TV series?
We
If
were
so,
going to talk about that. Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I started watching it.
Yeah.
I'm only about halfway through it. So.
What, the series?
No, the episode. So the first
I was going to say, I started watching it. I'm liking it. I can't say much about it because, like Tash, I only got through half of an episode, and it wasn't because I didn't like it. It was because, well, I had to do something called having a shower.
Yeah.
And then when I got off the shower, I had to go to the toilet. So So I was sitting there for about an hour of serious constipation, and then I realised I never watched Daredevil. So I come back downstairs. My tummy started rumbling, and I had to run back upstairs again. And then by the time I could watch it, I was too tired, so I went to sleep. And then here I am today.
Yeah. That's what I had. I was going to watch it. I was going to watch it yesterday, and I lost track of time and didn't get to it. So I was going to watch it today before the chat started. And I got really. I was up this morning. We had to do some bits, and then this afternoon I got really tired, so I ended up going to bed. And I did lay down in bed and started watching it on my tablet, hoping. But I got about halfway through and just got too tired and slept, and I didn't get up long before the chat started. But I liked it. I'm a bit dubious. It's kind of all over the place at the moment, and I get that it's a pilot episode. I'm hoping that the second episode will be much better.
Well, I said to Donna, I said, I really want to see the series and I really want to watch it.
Yeah.
Because it's 13 episodes. I was like, really looking forward to, watching it all the way through. I said, but the part of it is the next series probably will be like 12 months away.
Yeah.
And I know we get that with normal shows like Arrow, where it's like 5-6 months away when it finishes or whatever. And I'm like, I don't like watching a show now if I can't watch all of it.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's like the first 5 episodes of Game of Thrones season 5 are all online at the minute. You can watch them all.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I was going to download them.
It's on tonight. I got it on to record.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really good tonight, the episode, because it was on last night over here.
What was it? Oh,
and I was going to watch it, but then I was like, I'll wait for the series to come out on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
I've still got to see season 4.
Oh, have you not even seen that?
I had them all downloaded, never watched them, because I was like, I'll just buy the Blu-ray, why not? Because then I can binge watch it. I can watch like all 10 episodes in a day.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, anyway. So yeah, the Daredevil's gone.
Yeah, no. Well, Daredevil's a difficult character to work with, and I think it's interesting because Marvel, they've got to do something different to what DC have done with Arrow and Flash and Gotham and that. And it looks interesting, and like you say, I'm looking forward to seeing more. But at the same time, at the moment, what I've seen, it's jumping here, there, and everywhere, and I'm like, it feels like little scenes that are feeling a little pointless at the moment. But
Well,
like I say, hopefully they'll.
my view, see, to me, Daredevil's always been like the blind Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I know it's completely different, but I mean, with the moving and everything,
Yeah,
you know, and it seems lately like everything's to do with comics when it comes to TV series.
yeah,
You know, and I got to admit, I want to see Gotham. I want to see Flash. I want to watch more Arrow. I want to see Daredevil. I want to see a live-action Spider-Man series
yeah. That would be awesome.
because that would really work. That's one of those things that would
Yeah.
work.
Mm.
You know, Smallville worked, even though I still think that technically Smallville, in my view, wasn't Superman.
Yeah.
I know, you know, Clark Kent is and Kal-El and all that, and it was, but you get what I mean.
Yeah.
You
But
know,
Smallville worked, you know, and I think it would be interesting to see a grown-up Superman
yeah.
series. You know.
I mean, we saw that with was it the New Adventures of Lois and Clark?
Yeah. No. Oh, I love the New Adventures of Lois and Clark. New Adventures
And
of
you know,
Superman.
I loved that in the
That
90s. I thought it was
worked.
great. Well, and it was really cheesy, but in all the right
Oh
senses.
yeah, but yeah.
But I'd like to see a live action Spider-Man, probably not the 70s one, which I love, but one with a kid where he's going to high school and stuff, because it could work.
Yeah, well, I think Gotham's proven that. Smallville proved that. It would be an interesting thing to see the early days of, not the early days, but like the Sam Raimi original Spider-Man was, where they showed
Yeah.
him getting, you know, but like this lead up, so we get that feel of what he was really like before, and then he becomes Spider-Man, you know, kind of thing. And the early teething problems of being Spider-Man would be interesting.
John says the closest I've come to gaming recently is I bought the Atari collection for the iPad. 99 for old games in one.
Oh, cool. Is it any good, John?
Nice. And Donna says, "Good evening, my friends. How are you both?
Hey.
You're
Hi,
late. You're late. I'm giving you an official warning. You're late.
It is my fault, and I do apologise, Donna, that you had to miss the
You're
start of the
late.
chat.
Yeah, well, I ignore Tash's apology, and you're late. All right. Anyway.
Actually, you know what, though? Kind of saying about the movie, you know, like TV version of the movies, kind of, because there was something I wanted to ask you regarding gaming and what we were talking about with the TV series kind of links in, but we'll carry on talking about the TV series. Sorry,
Ask me.
It was just funny that it was actually kind of as I was playing, as I was doing my X-Files gaming script, I was trying to figure out why the X-Files games just haven't worked, like the original one and then Resist or Serve. And then Video Game Nation I saw at the weekend, and they were talking about the Game of Thrones game series.
Yeah.
And they were talking about episodic gaming. And I was like, you know what, actually, the X-Files would work really, really well as an episodic game series, I think. You know, like with investigations, like in each episode kind of thing. And, I mean, you've played more than, I mean, I've played like Walking Dead and a couple of other episodic games, and I was curious what your thoughts are on the state of now, because more like with Capcom doing Resident Evil as with Revelations as an episodic, and there's like Life is Strange and stuff like that.
Well,
I'm curious what your thought on that is.
I mean, technically, number 6 is episodic, even though it's not.
Yeah.
Because you've got the different characters.
You've got the different,
Well, you know, I mean, I think you're right. I think X-Files would be great in that sense.
In that way,
released it in episodes, you know.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, Telltale Games could do it, but I think it should be more like the Resident Evil Revelations 2.
Yeah, that kind of graphics, kind of,
Because I think that would work. And I think nowadays people have got short attention spans. So I think episodes work more.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I was playing Revelations 2 and I found myself playing two episodes in a day.
Yeah.
If I'd have been playing that normally, I probably would have been playing one.
Mm.
You know.
Well, financially, they tend to be cheaper as well, don't they? As it works out, like, because you can test it. It's like having a demo, isn't it? You can test the first chapter for $3.99 or whatever, and then go, I want to play the rest.
Have you played Life is Strange?
I've played a demo of it, and it was
What's it
interesting.
like?
And I've seen footage. It's very Japanese. It's interesting. I do want to buy the series, because I have seen gameplay footage of it, on YouTube, for more of it. And it looks really intriguing. But I think it's an interesting because Telltale are the episode people. It's interesting that other developers are now doing it, kind of thing. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, Telltale Games, you know what? I like their work, but at the same time, I don't. Back to the Future.
I find they get too repetitive, because you said about Back to the Future, didn't you, on your update?
Back to the Future bored me. Game of Thrones, I'm enjoying, but at the same time, I can see a lot of people finding boring.
Yeah.
Tales from Borderlands. I enjoyed the first episode. I haven't even got into the second episode properly yet, even though it's released.
Yeah.
Walking Dead Season 1, I thought was great. Walking Dead Season 2, I thought was better when it came to action.
Yeah.
And kind of more story, but I felt was more stupid because of the choices on a little girl. What else was there?
Wolf Among Us.
Wolf Among Us. I liked that, but at the same time, I felt like it was a little bit, there's Sam and Max as well. They did, didn't they?
Yeah, Sam and Max as well. Yeah.
I've never played that one, but out of them, I think they're very hit and miss. Things like Game of Thrones, in my view, shouldn't be a Telltale's game.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's mostly talking, and they do put the fighting in there and stuff, and that is good. But I think I'd want a different thing being a Telltale's game. Like, for instance, X-Files would have worked to a degree on Telltale's because there is more to that. Like, you would investigate and you would pick up things.
Yeah, you would pick up things, and that's the problem with a lot of like the Telltale, like you say. I mean, I've not played Game of Thrones yet. I do intend to, but financially, it just hasn't been an option yet. But like you say, the action element. The problem is with Telltale is they're all quick time events and stuff, and that takes away a lot of the fun of action. Kind of. The fighting and stuff, because you want to be a part of that instead of just going, press along or buttons.
Another thing we've got to remember when it comes to like the X-Files game is that it came out really before we got the great graphics we did.
Yeah, the technology and stuff.
So basically, if they made one now, it would probably be a lot better anyway. You know?
Exactly.
I don't see it happening. I wish it would happen.
No.
I think it would be excellent. Get Frank Black in there, like a cameo.
Oh God, yeah.
And get the lone gunman in there.
Yeah.
Right. And get the woman under the bed in there. Oh yeah, I like that. They're quite nice, aren't they?
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be Mulder?
Yeah.
He looks
like a pink lipstick. He does look. The lighting doesn't help. It looks better in real life.
He looks like he's Bill Clinton.
He has got like brown hair, but unfortunately the light off my laptop.
What the hell is that with Scully's eyes?
I know. She's coming to get you.
It looks like she's wearing a wig when you got close up and all.
I like the way as well. Mulder gets the gun and she gets the shitty flashlight. It's
they look like they're about 50 years old.
I know. But the best bit, I took a picture when they were in the boxes. They were in the box, they were facing like that together. I was like, okay, I'm easily entertained by that. Face off. It's like the celebrity deathmatch again. It's just like
that's what they look like. They look like celebrity deathmatch people.
They do. So that's them. I got these recently. They were pre-ordered. My Funko should be coming out this week.
Nice.
But yeah, so I got those. So they're the bobbleheads.
They're nice.
They look nice up on my shelf, but
I feel like they could be a little bit more detailed.
Yeah, and like I say, it's difficult that with the computer screen reflecting, they're not as good, but they look quite detailed for what they are, but they're very light. They feel very hollow kind of thing. I know the head would be, but the bodies feel quite hollow.
So they feel quite cheap then.
They do. I mean, I'm grateful for X-Files merchandise again.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah.
But yeah, they're a bit and like I say, they're more detailed than what they used to be back in the 90s. But
I think the problem is, I think
they are a
what
little
you'll find,
creepy.
I think what you find with a lot of merchandise is no matter how good it is, you always get 80% of cheaper looking stuff in that.
Yeah.
Even though we love as fans of the stuff, and
Yeah.
even though we want it, at the same time we get a little bit disappointed because we're like, we deserve more. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I remember
I like them, but
I remember getting a Metal Gear Solid figure once, ages ago.
oh yeah.
And I picked it up and I was like, oh, because on a game, half price. They were cheap, like
Oh
£5.
yeah. Yeah.
So I picked it up. I was like, yeah, I'll have that. And I got home and I looked at it and it looked nothing like Snake.
Oh, my and Donna's mate James, he was in game and they took this picture of the Elise figure out of Assassin's Creed Unity, and it didn't even have the same hair as her. It looked absolutely nothing like her. It was just like.
So this is the thing. I mean, in GameStop right now, if you enter sweepstakes, you can win a 7-foot figure of a Dark Souls character.
Really nice.
Yeah, and it's supposed to weigh about bloody 20 stone.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be, proper made of stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, what would I do with one of them if I won it? I'd tweet the videos of me trying to hump it.
Yeah.
And stuff like just because that would be really weird,
They've got this there's this shop called Red 5 in Southampton here, and in the window they've got this huge transformer. I can't remember it. I think they've got Optimus Prime. It's Optimus Prime in the window, and it's like this. What is that noise?
It's the police coming to. It's the police coming to get me.
They're coming to get you finally. They trace you down. It's like 7 foot, 8 foot tall, and it's like they want £3,000 for it, and it's like, where would I even? It's epic, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, I could totally see that out in my yard. I don't have a yard, unfortunately, but I'm just imagining it stood out, or in the corner of the living room, kind of thing.
I remember in Game Station talking about that same thing.
Yeah.
In Game Station, they had this massive Solid Snake figure.
Oh,
those
nice.
stand-up ones. Those ones you used to get in the stores when we walked in.
Yeah.
And it had some damage on the feet.
Oh, right.
And I'm like, we're going to get rid of it. And I went, I'd love to have this. I was like, anyway. So I was like, I'd love to have this. Can I have it if you find it? Why? No.
Yeah.
Why not? I'd love to have it in my place. That would be awesome. It was on the gun and everything,
Yeah. If you get rid of it,
then he had the grey bandana on, and it was like classic Snake.
Oh, epic. Yeah.
I was like, oh, I love this. I love this so much, right? No.
Yeah.
And that next time I saw it back, all broken up and everything. I was like, how can you do that? How can you do that stuff? And they went, but we'll give you a poster of a football game instead. And I was like,
no, I want epic Snake. It's like.
So I was really angry about that at the time because that would have been awesome,
Yeah.
But
yeah, no, sorry. No, you carry on. No, please.
You were telling them what were we going to say?
No, I was going to kind of go backwards, so carry on, please.
No, carry on.
I was just going to say.
You're right. Come on, your turn. Just say what you need to say.
No, I was just going to say, because we've said about, like the games and TV shows, episode. Do you think feel like we're moving more away from movies now?
I don't. I feel like TV shows are becoming longer, like a long-running movie.
Yeah.
I feel like at one point TV shows were just something like TV shows were things that people retired to.
Yeah.
They were something that people watched, but nobody really paid much attention to. And if they did, it was something like Dallas or.
It was just on in the background, kind of.
Yeah.
While you're chatting with each other.
I mean, I think the last of that was probably the 90s, and things like X-Files and that, being that way. Now you've got shows like Game of Thrones that continue on the story.
Breaking Bad.
And they're very movie-like.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people want. Because the one thing I've realised is when I watch a movie, I always go, well, what happened to that character in the end?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
end of Broken Arrow, did Christian Slater get in that woman's knickers?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did they have kids? Did she divorce him and get off with John Travolta's brother? Who knows? I want to know.
Yeah.
I can see this if I watch TV series. You know,
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
what works
Exactly.
still with Skylar. Oh look, Skylar doesn't like it. Oh, Skylar wants to help him now. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you kind of get this long-lasting thing. Because one of the things I was thinking about lately, and this is kind of subject, but not before we come
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
to this,
Yeah.
was I was thinking about Animal Crossing and Harvest Moon.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? And I was thinking, we're at that point now in our life where they could easily make a Grand Theft Auto-like game,
Yeah.
right? Where different things happen on different days, and it changes up every week or every month, right?
Mm.
And we go in there and spend time in living in a whole world that doesn't actually exist, like Animal Crossing didn't, right?
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
could do that, and we wouldn't need other people in the game, and we could live and have a wife, we could have kids in the game, right?
Yeah.
And we could have this amazing life going on in a game, which doesn't matter, and the kids could grow up, and then we could kill them, right? Or whatever, you know, or we could teach them to
Oh,
kill
you mean
them,
like The
whatever.
Sims?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it would happen properly in a game like Grand Theft Auto, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I know people like Animal Crossing, I know people like Harvest Moon, but we are at that phase now where we need a more adult version, where it's
Yeah.
like that. But I don't want it to be multiplayer. If I do, I want it to be where I can invite a friend in, not where everybody's in there with me attacking me. You know?
Well, that's the thing with like mobile gaming becoming so much more popular. It's, you know, like on the go kind of thing. It's
Yeah, I love Animal Crossing, Harvest Moon, Amazon Donna.
yeah.
Well, you know what? I played them both, and Animal Crossing I found very addictive.
Yeah.
I love playing that and the time of day. I used to sit on there some of the 24 hours going, oh, what am I going to look at? Harvest Moon, on the other hand, I got a little bit tired of because I didn't like the whole milking and all this stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I wasn't born to be a farmer, obviously.
You're just obviously, yeah.
You know, but if they did a Grand Theft Auto game like that, it'd be epic.
Mm.
You know, and that's what I feel like with the TV shows now. I feel like we're getting to the point now where we're pushing past the boundaries. We're moving
Yeah.
further, like Walking Dead. We watched The Walking Dead, and if you read the comics, you're like, well, I'd love to live this. Right? It's horrible, but I'd love to be there. When you're in the show, it's like you're following them going crazier and crazier.
Well, you're feeling a part of
they're
the
gonna snap.
group. Yeah. I mean, me and Donna were joking because Donna finally caught up. We were joking about the how much, you know, you end up wishing certain characters would die and then they end up living, and you're like, why, you know, kind of thing. But you are a lot more invested because, like you say, I mean, it's different with. I mean, X-Files, like you say, is a good example because we did like back in the up to the 90s, we had this like monster of the week, like a different story each week, and I feel like we only really get that with like the procedural kind of crime dramas now, where it's a case each week. But like you say, otherwise a lot of series are all like you say, of a part of a bigger whole kind of thing.
Well, so the thing is as well, I mean, you watch a show and you'll watch a movie, and now a movie doesn't feel long enough.
No.
And
Yeah.
you feel like everything's rushed in the movie now.
But then they make them too long, and then they feel like they're dragging. So this doesn't seem to be the same.
It's like you watch an action movie now, you're like, wow, I've seen better in Arrow, or I've seen better in this. And you're like, I don't want to feel this way, but I do, because that's what life is now. Life is watching TV shows.
Yeah. Well, nobody wants to sit for 3 hours watching a movie when they can watch an hour each week, kind of thing.
I mean, hell, I was on PlayStation looking at the movies and stuff.
Yeah.
And they cut the Fast and Furious movies into episodes.
Really?
Yeah, and you could buy the season and watch them cut in half, basically.
You're kidding.
Seriously. And I watched part of one. I didn't buy it. I watched part of one from like an online resource thing. Yeah. And I was like, this is so much weirder watching it like a TV show.
You know what? I had that with the Futurama because when Futurama got cancelled by Fox, they released 3. I could be wrong with that number, but 3 movies.
They did.
Right. But they were broken down into 6 episodes, each movie, for Comedy Central. And I recently caught a couple of the episodes. I've got the movies on DVD and I've seen them in their entirety. But I caught a couple of the episodes on Sky One recently. And it was so weird to see them broken down in their 20-minute, 30-minute breakdowns. I was like,
Yeah.
this is weird, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, it is weird when that happens. There was something I watched which was cut down into parts.
I can't imagine Fast and Furious being cut down. That's bizarre.
No, I can't either because the way it is.
Yeah.
But it worked. But it worked on the one I saw. But you got to remember, it's like 6 movies. Well, there's 7 now.
Yeah.
But there's 6 movies that they did with, and I'm like, it can't work with all the movies.
Yeah.
So there was something I watched, and it was cut into episodes after. That's right. See, this is the complete opposite. Carlos, the jackal. I watched it originally in the episodes.
Yeah.
There was 3 episodes, and they were quite long. I think they're like 50 minutes each. I think maybe an hour and a half. I can't remember, but they're quite long. And then I watched the movie of it, which was them all put together. Right.
Yeah.
But they were cut to make it shorter.
Oh,
and so to me, that is a way of ruining.
Yeah.
Why it is. Because I had the English Blu-ray of it, which had the movie and it had the 3 episodes on 2 discs. In America, the episodes were on the Criterion, and there's a movie somewhere else, which costs a lot more. And I'm just like, huh?
Yeah.
You know, because I've got both versions.
Yeah.
But I don't like that.
That's why I'm curious if, like, something like The Hobbit, which I found really bloated and really boring to sit and watch for 3 hours. But I am curious to know if you watched it in like 42 an hour long, like, minute segments, would it be more tolerable than watching it in its entirety, kind of thing?
Well, you know, I think a lot of people do that now anyway.
Yeah.
A lot of people watch maybe half a moon and they go, "Oh, I'll watch the other half tomorrow."
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, I've done it when I've seen some stuff, you know.
I don't bother watching anything at the minute. Just
no, I was going to say, too busy gaming.
Too busy gaming, too busy trying to streak out the window. You know what? Something popped in my head the other day. I want to ask you this question, all right?
Yeah.
Now, I was thinking about cats, all right?
Yeah.
It's a complete off subject, but this is something that's been bothering me for days. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe someone who's watching can answer this. If you put an English cat, an American cat, let's say an Asian cat, you know, like China, Japan, and you put like a other Asian cat from India and that, you know what I mean? Different parts of the world.
Different parts of the world, yeah.
Right? How do you think they'd interact?
I don't know. That would be because
you know, because they're all different.
Well, they're all on different time zones as well. So,
so how would they react to each other? Because I was thinking, you know, every cat, every part of the world is different.
Yeah, they're different. They're taught different things. They're treated different ways, kind of. Yeah.
I was wondering what they'd be like. You know, would they fight? Would they talk to each other? Would they even understand each other?
Yeah, would their meows be interpreted differently?
There's something that's really been bugging me lately. It's just been bugging me.
Oh, really? It just popped into your head and was just like...
Well, it started off with this big, massive fat cat on Facebook. But it was like the size of a house, basically. And then it made me think about, would this cat and that cat, would they be friends? Would they understand each other? And then it got me thinking about the whole world. And I was like... You know, I've seen in Egypt, they used to worship cats. So would a cat be like, get down your knees, human? And would they talk in Egyptian?
Yeah.
It just baffles me. I'm like, could this happen? What's happening, you know? So, I don't know. But it's something that's been bothering me the last few days.
Yeah. It's like everybody just gets along, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah. It made me wonder, you know?
Yeah.
You know, would if a cat came over here from a different part of the world, could it make my cat turn evil and turn against me? You know, I don't know, but it's been making me think.
My cat and dog are playing together in the other room at the moment. I can hear them. He's barking at her. And
That's always nice. I mean, it's
no,
nice.
because all I can hear is the scraping on carpet as claws run around the place. And,
Oh,
here he comes.
hey, listen to this. On my new drink, there's a bar, right? And
All right. Is it like how healthy
Superfood
it is?
Master, good free radicals, bring it on. Hello, antioxidants, and fill the infusion.
Should be a thing at the bottom saying bull crap.
Yeah, it should. Yeah, it should. This is one of those things to make me help me lose weight, I think.
All right.
2 servings per bottle.
I'm subtly trying to tell you you're fat.
I think so. Well, she took me off the coke, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess with movies as well, with so many reboots and that, like redos. I mean, like Donna was talking today about Mad Max being remade and stuff. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Has it been remade?
I don't know. Apparently, it's just been remade.
Because technically, it's not remade. It's a new one.
Well, you know what I mean.
No, I'm going to
Bad
get
wording.
I'm going to get a debate over this, right? Because this is important, right? George Miller made the 4th movie. The 4th movie is a continuation from the other movies, from what I heard, right? But at the same time, whenever I watch the trailer for number 4, it looks like 2 and 3 put together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, this same problem is an issue with Evil Dead 2. A lot of people still debate whether it's a sequel or a remake.
Because if you watch the trailer, because you ain't seen Mad Max in ages, have you?
No, I've only seen the first one. I haven't seen Road Warriors or Thunderdome.
You haven't seen Road Warriors?
No, I know. Donna was saying earlier. She said she didn't like Thunderdome. I don't think, but I haven't seen Road Warriors.
You know what? Thunderdome is terrible, right?
Yeah.
2 man enter, 1 man leave.
Yeah.
Awful. But if you watch my challenge to you for this week, right, is not to watch the movies, right?
Yeah.
You watch trailers 2 and 3.
Right, and then watch 4.
And then watch the trailer for number 4, right? And you'll see what I mean by they look similar. Right? It looks like it's got a lot more action in number 4. It looks like it's got a lot more thingy in it, you know. But if you look at the characters, you look them closely, they look like the characters from 2 and 3.
Yeah.
There's a bit where it looks like it's tied to the front of a car. Well, one of the main villains in number 2 was tied to the front of the car.
Oh, really?
Or buggy, or whatever you want to call it in those days. You know, like the old style that they had from the Rex that they made, you know. You know, then you've got this pill with white paint on. Well, in number 3, they've got white paint on them.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like it's kind of like a rehash, but with a new story.
Yeah.
And both put together. Because really, you can't really do much with Mad Max.
Yeah.
You know? I mean,
I just can't imagine it's the same kind of. I mean, it's a story that's been told over since it was even first made, kind of thing. So I apologise. I got it wrong. I got it wrong.
It was Dan who mentioned Mad Max. I had heard it myself. They are going to remake the first one. Thunderdome sucks. That was quite an informative message, wasn't it?
Yeah. I apologise. I forgot. I lose track of conversations. Who says what? I just know I've heard it, and then that was it. But
it doesn't matter.
Now you say Dan did say it, yeah. But
it doesn't matter who said what. As long as it ain't something negative, who cares? You know. Melk said. Let's say this. Melk said that he had sex with donkeys, right?
Yeah.
It don't matter. You know. Yeah. Who cares if it was someone else we knew said it? I'm not going to deny it. Anyway, you know. A little bit of humour there, but you know, I mean, I like watching post-apocalyptic films like Mad Max, and you don't realise that there's thousands of them out there.
Yeah.
I was a part of this site because if you could get a free amount of what's the word? It was like you got this passcode and you had this certain amount of gigabytes you could download every day.
Right, yeah.
Well, I found somewhere I could get a free password for it where it would work. Right? Yeah. And I downloaded like 400 movies that were only available on VHS.
All right.
Right,
cool.
yeah. And a lot of them were post-apocalyptic movies, which I haven't even watched yet.
Yeah.
Because I like them. The Bronx trilogy is pretty good, you know. The Bronx trilogy, like Bronx Warriors, the Barbarians.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's pretty good. Italian. They're coming out on Blu-ray. I actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
I got them pre-ordered, right? But they come in a special box set from Shameless in England. I watched them, and a lot of people watch them and go, "I've got such itchy nose today." That's not what they'll say. What they say is, "Oh, you know what? Italian stuff."
You've been snorting that Coke again, Joe.
Yeah, snorting it. Say, look, here we go. Watch. Anyway, more people get angry with me.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well,
you know, they're gonna be gossiping about your donkey fucking now.
Yeah. Well, you know, what can I say? I've got a lot of different tastes. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, yeah, getting back to what you were saying.
So anyway, a lot of people will say, "Oh, Italian stuff's rubbish," because a lot of that stuff is pure crap.
Yeah.
But I do think if you're a fan, there is a real artsy thing of it, you know. Like I want to see the Exterminators of 3000. It looks awful by the trailer, but it looks interesting because I'm a big Italian film buff. You know, I like Italian films.
You like it, yeah.
Yeah, I like Italian films, especially ones from the 70s and 80s and 90s and that.
Yeah.
But I need to watch that. But what I'm trying to say is, they do the best ones after, because the Italians like to copy things like Mad Max. They like to copy things from other people.
Yeah.
You know, like when Cannibal Run came out, there was millions of them.
Yeah.
You know, because that's what Italy used to do, and their films used to sometimes be better, and that's what I like.
It's funny introducing, because you know, I've introduced Jane to a lot of like TV shows and movies. She's like, "You watch a lot of post-apocalyptic stuff," and I was like, "It's not something I'd really considered before, but actually, I do watch a lot of, you know, apocalyptic stuff."
There's a lot of that on at the minute.
Yeah, it seems to be a resurgence of stuff.
Defiance. Defiance is one. Falling Skies.
Oh yeah.
Zombie Z. Walking Dead. Let's say Hello Kitty. You know.
Yeah, well, that's definitely.
SpongeBob.
You know. Oh, Adventure Time is even apocalyptic. So,
but there is a lot of that lately, and I think because Donna watches it all, you know.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I bought Defiance season 1 to watch. I haven't watched it yet, but I bought it.
I like Defiance. It's one of those shows I put on when nothing else I'm enjoying is on, if you know what I mean. I record it, but I don't rush to watch it when it's on my planner, kind of thing.
Yeah,
so.
I know what you mean. It's like me. When I was in England, I used to always record Neighbours and EastEnders.
Oh yeah.
And
now you just buy EastEnders on DVD.
And Young, Dumb, and Living Off Mum. They were the 3 things I watched religiously.
Oh, I've not seen that. Yeah.
Young, Dumb, Living Off Mum used to be a house full of like 8 kids who always lived and pounced off their parents, and they lived in the house and got like weekly wages, like for the bunch of them, which would be like £5 each or something.
Yeah.
And then they'd all get eliminated. It was like a reality show. I don't know why I even liked it. Right?
Yeah.
Now it's on YouTube, and I haven't watched it on YouTube, and I've watched it before.
Really? Yeah.
You know, the stupid stuff I watch.
But what you were saying about Mad Max, that's the thing, because I haven't seen it yet, but Jurassic World, I wasn't, like, everybody was insisting that it was a sequel, but from what I saw from the trailer, it was essentially a remake of the original Jurassic Park.
You know what? There's only one good Jurassic Park, that's number 3.
I love not number 3. I actually liked number 2, and a lot of people didn't like it, and I was like, I actually enjoyed it. So.
I really like number 3.
Yeah. I didn't mind number 3. I didn't hate it in the same way other people. I haven't sat down, you know, I'll get to it when I have my movie a night with it. But yeah, no, it's one of my.
I think. Oh, have you watched Centurion yet?
No. Told you, after we get back, we got Chevron next weekend. So when we get back.
Oh, yeah. What is it this weekend?
No, next weekend.
Oh, the weekend after, yeah. You're going how long? How many days is it again?
Well, it technically is Friday to Sunday, but we're going Thursday to Monday, so.
Looking forward to it?
Yeah, we're getting a bit. Donna's been doing a lot of stuff with costume, both mine and hers.
Ah,
So,
nice. Are we going to get pictures?
oh yeah, definitely, and video log, the customary Geek Girls video
Ah.
log. You know.
It should be called Geek Girls on the Road.
Yeah, yeah. Geek Girls are no guests on the road.
On the road, yeah. You mentioned that.
On the road again.
What you need to do, what I need to do is I need to make a printable mask of me for you, right?
Yeah, just so
And then,
we should take a little doll with us, you know, like with your
yeah,
face stuck
right.
on it.
And put my face on, and they can just go, oh look, Mal's here.
That's what we're going to do now. I'm going to get one of Mulder's cuddly toys or something, and we'll just get a print out of your face and go, look,
there you go. That'd be awesome. What you ready for his face?
on the epic bit.
That would be excellent.
I'm so going to do that now. I'm gonna...
You need to. That would be awesome. Yeah, take me with you, like, you know, on the thing. It would just be funny. Oh dear.
It could be as creepy as this. It'll be like, we're coming to get you.
Imagine I've got my head bobbling about while you talk.
Oh man, I'm a good gamer.
I can see it now. My quote: "Only a real gamer can do this."
Yeah. Oh, that bloody woman! She keeps dying. I'm not allowed to drink Coke.
I like he did the like deeper voice as well. You know, that's so funny.
It's like, you know. I just try and come up with stuff to say now.
Anyway,
yeah, random. But yeah, no. So we're going away. So I will be doing movie night when we get back afterward. You know, probably about the week afterwards, kind of thing.
You're
Give me time
definitely
to
going
get
to do
settled
it.
again.
Do you definitely think you'll definitely do it, or do you think it's a possibility you'll do it?
I mean, I've been wanting to do it for like since I wanted to do it like after Christmas, but it just didn't happen. And I think the weather's been nicer. I've been feeling a bit better as a result. So I'm hoping that I will be get.
So let's hope so, because I think it'll be good, you know.
Yeah, and I've had a couple extra subscribers recently, so
yeah,
I want to thank them for subscribing. I know they probably won't see this, but so it's nice to get people paying. Yeah, but it's nice to get people. I mean, I haven't uploaded. Actually, my last video was like my arcade box unboxings. So I've not been putting any video, and because I've been working on my reviews and that, it's I've not been really putting anything out. So.
Well, you'll be getting a lot more out soon anyway, because
yeah, exactly.
You'll probably be in a lot more of my videos soon anyway with the whole
oh yeah, the
gameplays and stuff.
Yeah, gameplays. Yeah.
You know, with the co-op stuff and that.
Yeah, but it's nice that people subscribe when you. I mean, you know, like with your movie ones and that, when you get subscribers, even though you've not updated for a little while or something.
Well, when they
did you watch those movies yet?
Well, I've got. Let's see. I've got. How many hours have I got left? I've got about 12 hours before they're released.
Deadline. Yeah.
And I'm talking to. I'm on the chat. Then I'm going to be talking to my cousin.
Then you're
Mark,
talking to your cousin. Yeah.
And I'm supposed to do the review on Wednesday.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I just can't bother. I'm just like, you know what? I'll just buy them and do it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like the pressure of it. You know, especially when you're not in the mood.
Yeah. Well, like I say, it's like we're saying away with the whole episode thing. It's like it's just that time required to sit down for a couple of hours and watch something, and especially like because you're doing stuff with Donna.
The thing that gets me is I won't mind reviewing them. I like reviewing and I like doing it, but I want to do.
But it's that pressure.
It is the pressure. I want to do a proper review. I don't want to be like when they mention that when they do 1 minute reviews of films. I don't want to go, oh, these are good films. It's got so does this. I want to talk about it properly. Yeah. And in order for me to do that, I have to watch the film. I have to kind of think about it. Then I have to do a review. And it doesn't seem that hard at all to do to people. But when you go through phases of just hating movies.
Yeah.
You know, it happens. And people might go, Mel, how do you hate movies when you love them so much? It's just one of those weird things that happens. I just go through, and lately I've just felt like my whole passion for movies is gone. It just feels like
Yeah.
I just don't have it anymore. And I don't know
No.
why.
Yeah.
It just feels that way.
Mm.
So, you know, sometimes I sit in bed crying at night, going, I want my movie passion back.
Yeah.
And that
I
sounds,
get the same. I'm like, so, I was trying to explain to somebody, I was like, I've had to take a break from doing these, movie nights because it's just become a chore watching a movie. And I haven't watched a movie lately. I mean, like I say, I tried watching Aliens when it was on Sci-Fi a couple of weekends ago. And I did, but at the same time, I was like, this feels like such an effort to watch it, no matter how much I love it. It's like,
well, I haven't watched a movie in like 3 months.
yeah.
I mean, how bad is that?
I know, for you, that's insane. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just watch 3 to 5 movies a day.
I think
And
that's
that,
the thing, like, when you're spending so much time gaming, because that takes hours of your life away, it's difficult to then focus on something else for a couple of hours or so.
well, you know, I mean, I would like to agree with you on that one, you know, but to the degree, I don't think that's the reason for me.
No, no.
You know,
Oh, I
I
didn't mean
crave.
that was the sole reason. I just
Oh
think
no,
that's
I'm just saying,
probably,
you know, that is a
yeah,
possible reason, you know.
yeah. Or a contributing one, yeah.
It's like Arrow and the following. I bought them down because I was like, you know what, I want to watch them. So
Yeah.
I just, for some reason, I put on a film the other night, but I downloaded,
Oh, yeah.
and I put it in, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to watch it. Put it on for 5 minutes, and I just can't bother with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's just, it's like I want to just sit there like this, going. It's
The
like I
last
want to sit.
time,
It's like I
yeah,
want to
sorry.
sit at a computer all day doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I feel like my hair's going, so I feel like my hair's going to be
Just,
around
yeah.
here soon.
We get a nice reflection from the light.
Oh, thank you.
I'm joking. Sorry, I didn't mean it. That sounded meaner than I meant it to.
That
Sorry.
sounded really horrible. That I feel
I'm
really
so
upset now.
sorry. You're gonna have to
Uh,
take down this video and edit it out. No, I genuinely didn't mean that. I was just joking.
uh,
Sorry.
See that bullying me now.
Sorry. You know what I was saying though today? Because we were joking about Dan, because he was saying about his hair or whatever it was. And I said, I saw this fact on a video online where they said by age 30, 30% of men are going bald or have gone bald. And by age 50, 50% of men are bald. I was like,
Well, you know what? When I was a kid, I had really thick black hair.
oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, I was a real handsome kid. I was a real good looker
Oh,
as a kid.
I've seen the pictures. You had a nice
Yeah.
afro.
Anyway.
I mean, like you had a nice perm, like you had just like big curly hair kind of thing.
Okay. Well, anyway, right.
I'm joking. Sorry.
Okay, I'm all over the place.
No, you
today.
did have thick black hair. Sorry,
I
ignore
did.
me. I'm thinking the wrong picture. So.
You're thinking the wrong picture. So you're thinking someone completely different.
No, I don't know what I'm thinking of. Ignore me. But you did have thick black hair. Sorry.
Yeah, I had thick black hair. And I was a real good looker as a kid, you know. And girls used to always come up to me and put their fingers through my hair.
All right.
Yeah. But that was before I had any hormones to think of dirty things.
Yeah,
But they used to do that all the time. Now I think to myself, wow, you were quite the good guy right there. And now look at you. You're going bald. You're ugly.
Yeah.
You smell like potato wedges.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wear pack of a band, so that's not true. But I just sit there and I'm like, come on. Right? I'm like, why am I going bald?
Mm.
I don't want to go bald. I don't want to have hair. I don't want to have bald patch and have hair around here and start going like this. It scares me, you know?
Yeah.
Well, that's going to happen. You know, I'm going to have more hair here than up here.
Ah, you'll be fine.
Well, I'm only
Still
27.
be the hunk of YouTube.
Yeah, will we? The hunk of YouTube for life.
Yeah.
Soon to be the richest person on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, of course. Because people are rushing to PayPal you with their donations.
Well, do you know what? I was watching Nukem Dukem, and what he was playing, he got 7 donations from people.
Really?
Yeah, he got
Wow.
7 donations of $10. That's
Yeah,
$70 right there in one video.
that's insane.
And I'm like, crazy, you
Hmm.
know. I understand that people say, people like Nuke doing, they go, you know what, he earns a lot of money from playing games on YouTube.
Yeah,
He doesn't need donations. I understand that completely, right?
yeah,
But I also don't get donating somebody who is making lots of money.
yeah. No,
You know,
exactly.
maybe it's because they want you to get a certain game or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's one guy, I think it's L Play Life or whatever his name is, and people send him games in the post because he plays PC games.
Oh yeah.
People send him PC games like crazy and go, "Can you play these? Can you do this? Can you do that?" Every single week, he's got boxes and boxes of new games.
Yeah.
You
Bloody hell.
know,
Yeah.
I know one thing: if I ever become big like PewDiePie, I'll have to have a PO box.
Yeah. No, exactly. Because you
One
wouldn't want.
girl,
Yeah.
one girl gave me years ago. She got stuff and she went, "If you want to send me stuff," and somebody sent her a used condom.
Ew.
Yeah.
Bizarre. Yeah.
And I was in tears of laughter when I watched that video. I was like, "That serves you right from the PO box."
Yeah. Exactly. Why would you have sent to your personal, personal address?
If I'm a woman, right, and I'm expecting people to send me stuff, I'd expect stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what I mean?
John's. Sorry. Yeah.
Um,
John's put, once in a while I get that way about music. I have thousands of tracks by a lot of artists, but occasionally I have the need to just stop listening and not pick up my iPod for months. No explanation. My passion for it tends to. I have the same problem with music. I love music, and we've talked about, we were going to talk about it today, but other stuff come up. But we both love music, don't we? And we're
yeah.
big music fans. And, I'll have my music on. I listen to music while I'm writing and stuff like that. But there's some songs, no matter how much I love them, I'll just be like, yeah, I can't be asked today, or certain artists.
I have to be honest. Whenever I feel really bad about music, I always go back to the classical because
Yeah.
I always prefer.
Oh, classical will really relax you. It's like,
I find, even though I love music a lot, but I'm more of a fan of like Beethoven and Mozart more.
yeah.
I can put them on and I can think about stuff and I can relax and I can just chill out to it more.
Just,
You
yeah.
know? And if I'm in a real eccentric mood, I can jump up and down and start pretending I'm like the guy doing the orchestra, like.
Yeah, oh
You
yeah.
know,
I love
so
it's like I love playing drums and stuff like that, and I'll sit there and kind of thing.
but yeah,
Not like that, but
if you're a woman, Malcolm, what?
if you're a woman.
I think it's because if you're a woman, why would you have a PO box and get people to send you stuff?
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, he
Yeah.
wants used condoms sent to him. There's a sound file that people are
Ah,
saying.
so John, we know your secret now. Used condoms, huh? But yeah,
I
I
said,
didn't mean
you
that.
want them sent to you.
Oh, me. Oh shit. If they did, fine. I don't mind. He said to me, make sure you put them in a bag, right? That way I don't have to worry about touching them. But no, I mean, I'm not sort of saying sexist on that, but it's just something you'd expect.
Yeah, but it's like I was saying about that YouTube movie that I saw, where they were talking to like 3 British YouTube stars, and one of them was this makeup girl, and she was saying that she'd had a stalker and that, and I'm like, well, don't give out your home address.
Well, you know what? If I had a stalker, if it was a woman, I'd be like, hello. Hopefully she won't look like Ellen
Unfortunately, you know my address. Fortunately,
Page.
you're too far away to stalk me. But
Oh, so you'd want me to stalk you then? Okay, so
no,
if shit goes down in my life and I end up all alone and real bitter, I'll just start
no.
stalking you. But you'll know I'm stalking you because you'll hear the bushes rumbling and then we going,
Yeah.
all this because I'm like, this ain't working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh dear,
But yeah, no, this is the thing. Like, it is odd that people don't do PO box if they're big names, and I don't know why they don't do PO boxes.
I would do a PO box, but I'd do it when I was like 700,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And I'll tell people, look, you don't have to send me anything. It's only there in case you want it. You know.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. If people want you, so like, if like if people wanted me to review a certain game, then I'd be like, well, donate it, and that's I'll do it, kind of thing, or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Right, like Mr. Domino. Hopefully when you become big, they'll send you it.
I'll be able to afford it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Same with your Silent Hill game.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, but in my view, it's very weird.
Like your movies with those that company sending you those movies, in a way.
Well, that would be awesome. I mean, I love that they send me the movies, but now they're not going to send them me anymore because I ain't done them.
No, because you haven't reviewed them.
So I'm not really impressed by that at all. But but it's just one of those things. That's the thing I don't like. When you do things, people don't understand. But your life, you have certain things, but go on.
Yeah.
Like, I look at movies now and I just feel dead.
Yeah.
I go, oh, let's say, let's think of a movie. So I think of a popular one. Oh, let's say.
You went, oh no.
There you go.
I was going to say one of the ones you've got. Yeah.
Right, gone. Right. Let's say I picked up. I bought it on Thursday.
Yeah.
Right. Don't even fancy watching it. I look at it.
Yeah, exactly.
I look at it and I go, yeah, this looks like something good, maybe, but I don't want to watch it. I can't be bothered. Hate it.
Yeah.
Despise it now. Don't want to look at it. Again, TV show wise, I picked up. Let's get the two I really cared about. Oh shit.
Sons of Anarchy you got, didn't you? Yeah.
I picked up this. I watched this 1 6 in 3 weeks. Right.
Yeah.
When I bought this, I was like, you know what? I'll watch it when I get it. I ain't thought about touching it.
No.
Right.
Oh well, like I say, I got given for Christmas from Jane. I got some Guardians of the Galaxy on DVD, and I've been gagging to watch that. I'm really desperate to watch it, and yet I just can't be bothered to sit down and watch it. It's like I really want to watch it, but at the same time, I'm just like I just can't be bothered. It's like.
I know what you mean. I mean, I've been waiting to watch these for months.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, Wayne, I want to see this so bad, right? So in Netflix as what I buy it there on the spot, right?
Yeah.
Tyrant, another one I've been wanting to see badly, right? But since I've gone, I haven't thought twice about watching them. I just don't have that passion for them.
No, exactly.
And I don't know where it's gone because the whole point of my fucking channel is my passion for movies.
It's your passion for movies, exactly.
And you'll ask people like, "Oh, do you lose your passion?" I go, "No, but they're bullshit."
Yeah.
A good example is Ben Mitchell. Look Ben Mitchell's videos, and he goes holding up. But most of the time, he's holding up for shirts in it.
All right. Yeah.
Right. Does that mean that he's lost his passion for movies? Probably not. But what it means is he's moved on to other things because he's lost his weight.
Right. Yeah.
You know? And I feel like that. I feel empty. I said to Donna the other day, I said I don't feel myself lately.
No.
I feel like something's gone, something's missing.
Like something's broke. Yeah, that's what I get with stuff. Yeah.
Ah, look at you go. Joking shadow.
She's all over me. It's like,
ah.
You're showing one now, so why are you not showing it to me?
They're nice. They're nice though, but still loving them, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
did you get that with your cat? Your cat show you a lot of love.
My cat ignores me.
Oh really?
Well, technically, it's not my cat. Bunter was my cat.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
When I got here, when I first moved here, he was wary of me, and we became really close.
Yeah.
And then I went back to England, and I came back, and he hated me again. All right. Then I went back recently, and then he hated me again. All right.
Yeah.
And then we ended up really close again. He'd come up, and I'd hug him, and we'd bring in all this, And then he passed on, and me and Hugo, we get along, but he doesn't come up to me and fuss me. He just kind of walks along like an old cat does, like.
Oh yeah, that kind
You
of
know?
yeah.
Yeah. So kind of, I'm used to it. To be honest with you, I'm used to it because I've had so many cats in my life. But it's
Yeah,
like, it's like if they don't like me, they don't like me. If they like me, they like me.
yeah.
But sometimes it's just one of those. Have we got a message? No.
No, we haven't had anything.
But
But yeah, no, because you sorry, no, carry on.
go on. What were we gonna ask?
No, because I was going to say, because you had when we were playing Saints Row, you tended to have the classical radio station on, didn't you?
Yeah, I do seem to have that. I think it's a sign of intelligence.
Yeah, intelligence and
And superiority.
yeah, awesomeness.
Yeah, also,
Especially when you got like Wagner's, like
yeah, I don't know. I like it because it's one of those things where I don't know. I feel like I can shut my eyes and I can follow it, and I feel like I'm in my own world of peace and tranquility.
yeah,
I like music a lot. I've always liked music. I think in life we do. I don't know
yeah.
who in their mind would go, I don't like music.
Doesn't like music.
We
Yeah.
listen to music every day at some point.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, there's not just music on radio, and I mean, I was thinking about this recently because we mentioned it on Friday. Is we're not just talking about like on the radio and stuff. We put on a TV show and there's music. We put on a movie and there's music. We play games like we said with Spec Ops. And there's some awesome music in that, and not only just like the music, the songs, but the score as well. We can really enjoy.
Well, this is the thing, I think music adds to everything we do in life. If we
Yeah,
go to a store and see music plays, sometimes we feel that rhythm and we start dancing, right?
yeah,
Or
yeah,
we have that certain feeling in our mind where we're like, woo, like that. And it's like music affects us deeper than we realise,
Well, that's why if you like watched a TV show and took out all the music, like the instrumental kind of swells and stuff like that, if you didn't even have that light music underneath, it would be so boring in comparison. Because I think the music kind of dictates how we should be feeling sometimes.
Well, it's like, it's like shows like One Tree Hill and all that,
Yeah,
they have music throughout, like especially like near the end, because you always get these moments. Freaks and Geeks have music in every episode, especially at the end.
yeah,
I think music adds to everything.
yeah, exactly.
I think there's certain things that get ruined by music,
Yeah,
depending on how bad they are. But
yeah,
I think most of the time the music's picked right for the right thing because you have experts for this.
yeah.
And I think music adds, like you said, to Spec Ops. It adds to it. It
Yeah,
makes
well, something like Nowhere to Run while you're like getting ready to go up against the big bad and stuff.
it pumps you up and makes you want to get past that.
Yeah,
When you're watching a TV show, when you watch it, like when you watch something like Friday the 13th, and you have the even though we've heard it so many times and it doesn't really affect us anymore, new watchers go, oh,
yeah,
because that's what music does. It doesn't matter
yeah,
what kind of music it is. Music is what makes our lives complete. Because no matter where you are, no matter what you do, no matter how you feel, a certain song or music part can come on and it'll cheer you up or make you feel something.
Oh yeah, I mean, like you say, I mean, like with the Psycho thing, where and you're just like that what it drives into you is just like, oh, absolute terror kind of thing. It's like that kind of, but like you said, I mean, it's interesting as well. Like you can be watching something, and even if it's I don't know, I don't like Marilyn Manson and all that kind of grunge music, but sometimes if it's used in the right way, it just fits. It doesn't matter that you hate the song. If it fits in the situation, you just deal with it, kind of thing.
Well, I don't like Rihanna, but
yeah,
there was a remix of her song "Diamonds" played during the 30th anniversary of EastEnders.
Oh yeah.
And that really worked, and it was really good. So I listened to the song. I don't like the song, but I like that bit in the song.
It was just
that 20 seconds, you know.
Yeah.
And I think if we really watched and listened, we could like almost any song, because there's always a part somewhere, whether it's 1 second, 3 seconds, 20 seconds, but we like, you know.
Yeah.
I
you know
don't.
What, the funniest thing is, sorry.
I was gonna say I don't like bands like Evanescence and all that, but I do like their songs.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
some of them. I like Linkin Park songs. You know, they're not my main thing.
No.
But I like certain things, because certain things that people have made and songs have done relate to us at some points in our lives. Like when I was a kid, my mum kicked me out and she didn't bother with me anymore. Linkin Park and Evanescence helped me through that at that time, which is weird, but it helped me, you know, because
it
I
helped
felt
that
very
kind of pain. Yeah.
You know, so I remember that, but I like the things, you know. It's very strange.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, it's funny though, because, you know, we mentioned about this the other day, and literally like yesterday, I think it was, a new video got uploaded on Watch Mojo, where they were counting down the top 10 movie soundtracks, and I was like, that is. And they were saying about like the Forrest Gump soundtrack, about how it goes all over the place, you know, like different decades. That's the kind of thing I love, where they do different, you know, like where it's not just like it's not one genre. When you get a soundtrack and it has so many different tracks on it, you know, like Back to the Future, even something like that. I mean, I love, you know, as I said to you when we were playing Saints Row, I love like Mr. Sandman and a lot of 50s, 60s music, but I like it when you get some of the 80s, you know, like Huey Lewis and that mixed in as well.
Well, a good example of a movie which is really good as well because of the music is Bridget Jones's Diary.
Yeah.
I could watch that film. I could watch that film every day. Well, not at the minute, but I could at the time, because the music in that just works so perfectly.
Yeah.
You know, for like a romantic film.
Yeah.
You know, a romantic comedy film. It works so perfectly, and it's all at the right point, so it makes the film feel like it's 20 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
John says that's a really good point, Malcolm. I couldn't imagine watching any action movie or drama with no music.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well,
it's so funny. I'm sorry, there is a really bad lag and the video is so far behind you talking. It's hilarious because you're saying something and then the video's like behind.
Oh.
There's literally like a 20-second lag on my end. I don't know if other people are having it, but it's definitely on my end. That's even weird. Looking down at my little picture down in the corner, there's a delay on that as well. It's bizarre.
Oh, that's weird. It's not mine, so hopefully if it's not mine, it won't be on the main video.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. But yeah, no, I'm a big sucker for musicals. I don't know if you like musicals.
Oh, I do. Do you know what? What got me into musicals really as a kid was my nan.
Oh, right, yeah.
She was a big fan of all the old ones, you know, like
yeah.
You know, what was it? Seven Brides for Seven Brothers?
Seven Brothers, yeah.
Yeah, she used to watch that. My cousin finds that film very creepy because they put them in a sax and that, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know, there's something about that. And one of my all-time favourites is going to be Calamity Jane.
Oh, that's an awesome one, yeah.
I love that film. Do you know, that's just come out on Blu-ray. Maybe if I buy that film, that'll be the film to wake me up again.
That'll be the film to start you, kind of get your passion back.
I mean, I like films. I like musicals, like High School Musical and that, but I don't feel like they've got. I just feel like they haven't got that same feeling, you know.
It's not that same charm, kind of. I think like Hairspray, the musical, kind of brought back musicals in a little way, you know, kind of like just for that storytelling,
you know,
music kind of thing.
I think. I mean, I like. Oh, I'm trying to think of some.
Because musical movies kind of disappeared for a while, like in the 80s, 90s. Well, in the 90s.
Because the only way at one point to see them was through Bollywood, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Because they make them religiously.
They make it, yeah. Yeah, that's their bread and butter kind of thing.
But I think I mean, I saw a Chinese musical. film,
Yeah.
and it was dreadful. You
Yeah.
know, um,
Oh, really?
yeah, it was one of those films where
I can't imagine like the Chinese making
I got it
musicals.
free. I got it free with an order from Asia because they were giving free movies away when you bought certain things,
All right.
and it was just horrendous.
Yeah.
A lot of people like it, but it could be just one of those Asian things where the Asians like it because it's got something we miss, you
Yeah.
know. But I mean, there's so many out there, and there's so many. I mean, The Sound of Music is fantastic. Do you know? I've
Yeah.
seen that. I've seen
Oh,
that in the theatre like 8 times,
yeah.
and I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that film. I love the musical. I love the story. The story makes my heart beat. It makes me go, "Ooh," you know. I love it.
I love Sister Act. What I love about that is not only is it an awesome like the general songs soundtrack, none singing. I just love that. I've got that soundtrack on CD, and I just love that because it just makes uplifts you so much, kind of thing.
My favourite musical is Godspell. I'm not a very religious person, but the performances were incredible. Yeah, I like that one. You know, I haven't thought
I
about
haven't
that
seen
in ages.
Godspell.
It's really good. That's a good
Yeah.
one, John.
I've
Easily
heard
one of
Jesus
those ones.
Christ Superstar is a good one as well, even if you're not religious. Kind of.
Do you know what? I've seen it, but it's been years.
I've seen the Donny Osmond version. You know that they had on stage. It got filmed, and I've seen that version because
Uh,
my mum had it.
my nan hated that film. No lag here, loves seven boys for seven brothers. The lag comes and goes both ways. Well, that's right.
Ah.
Um, my
Oh
nan
yeah, you're
hated it.
back. I've not got the lag now on my end for you. So.
My nan always felt that that was a blasphemic one.
Oh really?
I don't know why, but she did.
Yeah.
Probably because she saw it as celebrating,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know. But
Mm.
I don't know, you know. I mean,
Grease is
musicals.
classic, and
Yeah,
yeah.
you can't not mention Grace, can you? What about Grace
No.
too?
Well, Grease 2 was an abomination. I didn't like Grease 2. My sister loves Grease 2, but I didn't like it.
I remember you can get Grease the game on the PS3.
Really?
Yeah, I was tempted to pick it up and do the moves.
Have you heard of the Dirty Dance? I love the Dirty Dancing soundtrack, and I know you mentioned it when I did the review of it. But I love the Dirty. Did you see that there's a Dirty Dancing game? It's like an old style game, like NES, I think, or something.
No.
Yeah, it was really bad from what I saw, but
Does it go like this? I had the
yeah, yeah.
you know, like they did back then with the you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I can see it now.
I can't remember what it
Had,
is. I just remember it exists. Yeah, the bad like.
you know, and when you fell over, it went.
Oh yeah, yeah. But Jane says she doesn't like musicals. I was just like, how can you not like musicals? She was like, I don't get the point of randomly breaking out into song in the middle of a like. And I'm just like, but
how can you be a woman and not like musicals?
I was absolutely. You would not believe the face that I pulled when she said it. I was just like, excuse me, how can you not like musicals? And like you say, be a woman and not like musicals. It's like. But do you have a? I mean, because like, I mean, not just musicals, but I love the music of John Williams and you know, Jerry Goldsmith and stuff. Do you have a favorite like soundtrack kind of thing?
A few, you know, but it's hard because you like a soundtrack to a movie, but then at the same time, I feel like that can be influenced by what you like yourself.
Yeah.
Like I've said, I like Bridget Jones' Diary soundtrack. I think that's a great soundtrack. It's very chicky, like chick flick like as they call it. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I like that. I've always been a fan of romantic movies. You know, romantic comedies.
Yeah.
Most
Oh, I
people
love romantic. Yeah.
I've always thought it's great to watch them. So I like that one. I do like the Dirty Dancing one. I think that's got an amazing soundtrack as
Oh,
well.
I love that soundtrack. Yeah. Pretty Woman's got a good one as well.
What one?
Pretty Woman.
Oh yeah, that one's. I like that one. My
Yeah.
favourite scene in the whole movie is the one where she walks out the shop. I love that. You know, I love that film. I've seen a gentleman.
Oh yeah, that's got a good.
You know,
Yeah, Top Gun has got a good, the
Top
'80s
Gun.
power ballads. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I mean, you try and think of soundtracks off your head. It's quite hard, you know,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
there's so many movies out there, and there's so many you've got to think of. And I'm trying to think.
yeah.
Wanted. I like Wanted.
Oh yeah, is Wanted
Uh,
a good one? Yeah.
Wanted's
Pulp
all
Fiction
right.
is a good one.
Where's Our Dogs?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
I
Yeah.
loved the bit
I think the
when
Tarantino ones generally tend to have good.
I like
soundtracks.
Stuck in the Middle with You where he cuts his ear off. That's my favourite, one of my favourite scenes in the movie ever.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day we'll be able to reenact that moment with someone.
But I love that the way sometimes when certain songs they then just immediately make you think of certain scenes in movies
Yeah.
because of that's what they're tied to, kind of thing.
Oh, Goodfellas.
Oh yeah, yeah,
The Godfather. I think The Godfather, even though it's mostly like instrumental kind of,
yeah,
I think there's something very powerful about the tone and the depth and the increase doing.
yeah,
Trying to think. Do you know I've got so many soundtracks downloaded and they're on my hard drive, but
yeah.
it's hard to think. I'm trying to think. Come on, give me some. Give me
Oh
some.
yeah, I completely agree with those, John. John said Gladiator or Braveheart soundtracks for sure. I
Oh,
love the
I
instrumentals. I
have to.
love those ones.
Yeah.
Gladiator definitely, yeah, and
I have to
Braveheart.
admit, I really do like the Braveheart one. And Gladiator, I haven't seen it in a while, but I remember it being very powerful.
Yeah,
I think that's the thing. You watch movies, sometimes you do forget about the music because you
it's
forget how powerful it is when you're watching the same.
yeah, yeah,
You
exactly.
know?
Because you get sucked into the atmosphere and the music and the visuals, combined. I mean, even say like in Gladiator, where he's brushing his hand on the corn, and there's that like that low voice and the music, and kind of it's easy to forget because you just take it as a whole scene kind of thing.
Yeah. It's one of those. It's so incredible, and it's such a magical thing. You know.
Yeah,
It's like Gallios. They have music in them, right?
yeah, yeah.
And the music is instrumental, right? And to
Right.
put on the movie, then I feel like the Goblin instrumental for Deep Red and Tenebrae and that is incredible.
Yeah.
It's
Mm.
what makes Suspiria and that amazing too, because Goblin did a lot of them.
Yeah.
And so I like Goblin soundtracks because they're very like do 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 do.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I don't do it justice. It sounds like I'm going
No, but I know
singing,
what you.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it's incredible. I think there's so many. I'm trying to think. This is the
But
problem.
that's why I hate. Oh, it's like when we've said when people have asked us a question to name something that we really like. It's like, but you know.
Well, if I do my favourite movies on a shelf, I could probably go, yeah,
You
that
could
one's a
probably go,
nice
yeah,
one.
that one
That was good,
definitely, yeah.
because it's kind of hard because they're all in there and you know them.
Yeah.
But unless you think about them completely, I mean, I think the Alien movies have good soundtracks.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I think
that drew it back to my memory when playing Alien Isolation because they had the music from the movies in it, and it was like, I love this soundtrack so much.
I mean, I think Broken Arrow and Face Off have great soundtracks as well.
Yeah.
I think they're great. I think they're awesome. I think it's one of those things where you want to kind of jump in. Like Jingle All the Way has a great soundtrack.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's Christmassy, and yeah, it's only good for one time of the year technically, but it's great because it gets a lot of the classics in there.
Yeah.
The American ones anyway, right?
Yeah. Oh, Die Hard. Well, you could say the same right with the Die Hard movies when they have the Christmas music and that,
Exactly.
But I think that's the thing. Like, I mean, movie soundtracks. They're kind of respected more than, like say, like TV shows. I mean, like I say, Breaking Bad has had some excellent music in it, and other shows. I mean, even the score on The Walking Dead sometimes, just that undertow kind of thing. But I feel bad that music in games is so underappreciated. I mean, The Last of Us soundtrack is amazing.
Well, I
That
think
guitar music is beautiful.
well, I think a lot of people see games and it's like, oh, you play them, you don't respect the music,
Yeah, that's it.
you
Yeah,
don't think about that. But I think the music, it's like I said before a minute ago, music,
yeah,
music works when you realise it's there, but at the same time you don't, and it makes us
yeah.
more
It's just part.
powerful. You
Yeah,
know, like if you're playing, let's say we're playing Spec Ops, right?
yeah,
The first few times you realise the music's there, but after a while the music kind of disappears because you're so in the game. You might
yeah,
be feeling that, but that moment that you're actually in that game and the music isn't playing in your mind, even though it's still playing, is the moment
yeah,
that it's actually working, making that even more powerful than you first realised. And I think
yeah.
that's the winning formula. I think that's what makes a game, just like a movie, just like a TV series, when it comes to working and bringing you into it.
Yeah. I will say, you know what, playing Spec Ops, there were times where the music was kind of similar to The Last of Us, and I was like, actually, that kind of sounds like The Last of Us a bit.
See,
But
another.
the Portal 2 soundtrack is really awesome. They did it for free online. I don't know if it's still available for free, but that's what, like you say, that's one of those games that you'll play, and the music is so prevalent, you're just sat there going, you just get sucked in, kind of thing.
Metal Gear Solid's got a great soundtrack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
The
definitely.
beginning of the first one with the music is so powerful. It's like, wow, this makes me want to just get going.
Yeah. Oh, I
Uh,
love the Snake Eater theme for number
John
3.
says my neighbour and his wife went to see The Godfather in San Francisco. The theatre had a live orchestra play all the music in the movie. He said it was a great experience. I can imagine that was an
Wow, that
incredible
must be amazing.
experience. I can imagine that was one of those kind of moments where you're just like, wow.
Yeah.
Especially since you never think you'd get that like now, you know.
No, that's the thing. Yeah.
A good something for a lot of people forget about is silent movies and the music in them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Because obviously they had to be the things
yeah,
to
the
dictate
music,
the emotion, like the
because
character's feelings.
the music would go with the feelings, it would go with the actions. Buster
Yeah.
Keaton kind of thing, Charlie Chaplin and that. And even though I think the music's good, because of the time, it's not complete.
Yeah.
But they had, I think it was Kino Lorber, I think that's the right name, whatever their name is, the company, right?
Yeah.
They
Right.
released some Buster Keaton films, and they had remastered orchestra doing the music for it. And you could
Right.
have the original one, which wasn't as good because the dating and the time and, they'd gone. Or you could have the new remastered. And the new remastered one is actually different to the original.
Oh, really?
I don't know if that's just my ears that are only different, but it sounded different. And I've got to admit, as much as I like that, I kind of turned that off and watched the original because the original is what made it so good. So why would we have the newer one?
Yeah. No, exactly.
Even if there are bits of it that lost, even if there are bits of it that don't work anymore, it doesn't matter because that's what that film was. That is
Yeah.
what made that good. If there's a chunk of the film that's weird and then there's music, that's great because
It's meant to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny you say that because Last Avenger said, have you heard they're going to remake the Rocky Horror Picture Show as a 2-hour TV special? I heard it, but I live in the denial of that fact because Rocky Horror is very of its time kind of thing, and I love that musical. But
Before we answer that quickly, James says hi guys, how we go?
hello,
Doing
James.
good, thanks.
Yeah.
Hello, we're doing great. Rocky Horror Picture Show, we might kind of doing a remake. Doesn't work now. I'm sorry,
because
but
its surrealism worked for when it was. Saying like what you were saying about the other,
It's a film of its time, like RoboCop. Completely different, but it's a film of its time. The reason it's so magical is because of the period it's in. It's got this beautiful, again, another great soundtrack.
Yeah, I love that soundtrack.
Incredible characters, amazing stuff. You cannot do that now. It's going to look cheap, it's going to look tacky, and it's not going to even have the same kind of actors and actresses to pull it off. If you go to a theatre and see it, fine, that's up to you. Right?
That's a different,
But you want to remake a classic thing and put it on TV for a 2-hour TV thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, but that does not work. I don't care what people say. If they say it's good or not, don't care. The point is that should stay where it is, right?
No, I completely agree on that one. Because, like I say, I heard it was going to happen, and I was like, I refuse to accept this.
To me, that is like kind of remaking. Let's say, what's another film? I'm trying to think.
Oh, remaking Grease. And you would not remake Grease.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good example. It'd be like remaking Grace. You can't make it because the time is different, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And if you did remake it, it would be terrible, right?
Well, even Saturday Night Fever. I mean, that's another great soundtrack. You wouldn't remake that because that was very much obviously of the 70s, and you couldn't recapture, what it was supposed to be saying at the time, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't think that it's appropriate.
No.
If they want to do something, make something different. Be unique. Get somebody who's a fantastic writer and just make it where it's just awesome. Don't rehash the same stuff, especially when it comes to a cult thing. Because Rocky Horror Picture Show is a cult movie.
It's a cult, yeah, exactly. But I think, and coming round in a circle to what we were talking about earlier, I think that's why people are turning more to TV shows now, because there are original stories being told on TV as opposed to Hollywood, which are telling the same old stuff over and over, remaking.
Here we go. This is going to get me going. John, you're a genius, all right? Rocky Horror should not be remade at all. For my taste, Spike Lee is remaking Bruce Lee Enter the Dragon. That pisses me off to no end. Yep, he's remaking Enter the Dragon. Now,
oh my God.
This is another film of its time, right?
Yeah.
Let me just say, how can you make Enter the Dragon without Bruce Lee, right? Enter the Dragon's what technically put Bruce Lee on the map properly in America.
Yeah.
And around the world, right? Enter the Dragon is one of those films where who are you going to replace him with? Someone like Michael J. White, who's a black guy. Now, again, not being racist, but Bruce Lee was that movie, right?
Yeah.
And he's an Asian martial artist, right? You know what I mean?
Well, this is what I was going to say. Is obviously this is your thing, but Enter the Dragon, that style of movie was very much of its time. It would not work now. That kind of I guess they do it all modern martial arts, but that style of movie was completely of its time, kind of thing.
I have to, the problem is there's so many people in there. Sammo Hung was in it as a young guy, right?
Yeah.
He was getting beaten up. How can you do it? It have to have all these Asian guys in it. And I don't want to sound horrible, but there isn't that many Asian martial arts martial arts stars who are really, really big right now.
No.
I mean, yeah, we've got.
Don't really know any now,
I mean, we've got Donnie Yen, we've got people like that, sure, and Donnie Yen's great, but I mean, we haven't got people where we can go, oh, you know what, they're at the same class. Who's going to be Jim Jones? Michael J. White could easily play Jim Jones, but I can't imagine him having an afro and saying something like, "Oh, so you want to fire me, do you?" Because if you watch Enter the Dragon, it's very racist now.
Yeah.
Right? It's very stereotypical. Like the black guy would talk all like, and all this, and do all the, the stuff that everybody says, what I mean. Right?
Yeah.
John Saxon in it, who was always like, oh, like these yellow belly kind of things, right? And it wasn't racist at the time per se when you watched it, but now it is. So how would they do that now? First of all, Bruce Lee's not in it, so that's going to give it a big strike.
That's a big strike, yeah.
Who are they going to have in it? I mean, I guess they could put Donnie Yen in it, but being Spike Lee, is he going to make it a all-black film,
that's a...
and that's not me being rude or racist.
No.
I'm just saying the fact, as a person who does those kind of films, it makes me worry, because to be honest, Enter the Dragon should be untouchable.
That's the thing. I mean, even like you were saying, in a way, like there are not a lot of well-known Asian martial artists now. I mean, like people say martial arts and they just think like.
John says it's going to be a comedic remake with Ken Jeong from The Hangover as the lead character.
Oh really?
Well, why not call it
See,
something
right
else
there.
then?
No wonder you're pissed off, John.
Why not call it something like Enter the Dragon's Fist then, or something? So it's,
Yeah, like some parody name or something where it's given the impression.
I get tired of all these comedies of films which shouldn't be comedies. You know, in
Yeah,
my view, that's disrespecting the legend. It's disrespecting somebody who brought martial arts to around the world properly. You
yeah.
know,
I
if
mean,
it
my God.
wasn't,
I mean, it's like you wouldn't do like a piss take of, say, The Crow taking the Mickey out of Brandon Lee or something, you know, because it's
yeah.
just like disrespectful.
If it wasn't, if Bruce Lee hadn't brought Jeet Kune Do, if that's the way you say it,
Yeah,
to America and that, we would not have everybody learning different martial arts around the world.
yeah,
You know, if you wanted to learn Japanese karate, you'd have to learn in Japan. You know,
yeah,
now
yeah.
you can find it somewhere in.
And down your street, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so it's one of those things where I think it's kind of big disrespectful, and I think the fact for but Warner Brothers is allowing it is disgusting.
Yeah, yeah. That's absolutely.
You
You
know,
know, it just blows the mind but they're so strapped for ideas now that they've got to pick on classic franchise. By the way, Last Avenger said, "What about Footloose?" That has a great soundtrack. I completely agree. That was an amazing soundtrack.
oh
I love
yeah,
Footloose.
yeah, exactly. You know what? I was watching Jimmy Fallon and Kevin
Oh, when they
Bacon was
did
on there.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's amazing.
and
I
it was
saw
so
that.
good.
That's
You know, it was
excellent.
so
Yeah,
funny. You know, people going, "Oh, it was a stunt double doing jumps." I was like, "Of course it bloody was."
yeah.
You know,
Whenever
what do you
they play
expect?
Footloose at the conventions, like when we've gone to Chevron or Halloween, and they play Footloose, and all I see in my head is that whole scene from the movie. It's
You know, I think because then we made Footloose, didn't they?
yeah,
Mm-mm.
but I love him on the Jimmy Fallon. That was amazing. That what they did with that.
You know, I just think it's The Crow is being remade. It starts shooting this fall.
What?
Yeah, they're remastering. They're
Oh,
remastered.
for the love
Why do I
of
keep saying
crap.
remastered?
Yeah, remade. If
Remaking.
only it was being remastered. Yeah,
Yeah, I keep saying remastered. You know, again, what is it?
you
Bruce
and your
Lee, Brandon
you and
Lee?
your Blu-ray release.
Let's disrespect the whole family. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
God, I can't believe, seriously. I mean, my God, Brandon Lee died while making that movie, and they're like, oh, well, let's just remake it. I mean,
I just think that's just like, come on. You know what I mean?
this is what puts me off Hollywood now, and this is why I get depressed with movies and that. It's just like, although I am looking forward to Age of Ultron that's released next week. No, we're away when it gets released, but
You know what? I'm not sure if I am.
oh, you're not.
I'm
I'm not
looking forward.
excited. I want to see it, but I
I'm
can't say
looking
I'm like
forward.
hyped up.
I'm looking forward to Civil War.
Civil War. What's?
Captain America one.
Oh, yeah.
What's this?
I'm not a big. I didn't like Winter Soldier. I found that really boring.
Jack Houston for American Hustle is playing Eric Draven. Well, I'm sure it'd be better, a lot better than what's his name? Mark Dacascos. I never say his name right. He's in the series, you know, the Crow series.
Yeah.
You know, so hopefully that way.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's the thing. It just it absolutely depresses me. So.
Yeah. Well, you know, it just amazes me when I think about.
Mulder says no to your shitty remakes. No.
The real Mulder, the one that bobbles his head off.
Yeah.
But he's done plenty
it's
of
funny
that.
Because I put him down and his head's still going. No.
You should just talk to him and go, do you remember those magical balls Bruce get and shake and talk to him?
Yeah.
When I was
Oh
younger,
yeah. Ask him. Oh, Scully, does will I go out this week? You know?
I used to. My mum gave me one of those.
Shake.
My mum gave me one of those 8-ball things to do when I was a kid. I used to go, will this girl in school be my girlfriend? Maybe. Oh.
Yeah.
Will I die tonight?
All signs point to no. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And I'd be like, oh, okay, I want dice. I'd be like, oh, this ain't true then, is it?
Yeah, exactly.
And she'd be like, well, if you did die, you wouldn't know anyway, would you? And I was like, oh, yeah. But I always think that stuff's rubbish.
Oh, really? I didn't realise that was...
That's a good point.
He wants to see Age of Ultron just for the full Star Wars 7 trailer. I forgot that was coinciding.
Do you know what? I know it's going to sound bad. I know it's going to sound funny, but I have no interest in the new Star Wars movie.
No, you're not really bothered, are you?
I'm hoping the trailer sells me.
Yeah.
Because the trailer I saw originally, the one where everybody got all shocked and out of their mind about, I didn't see anything special in it. It just seemed really, really crap. Like something we'd seen before. So I'm hoping the new trailer kind of shows us a villain, shows us what we're doing, shows what's going to happen. Because I can't imagine being excited about it. I mean, Donna wants to go and see it in the cinema when it comes out.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So I'll probably will. But
yeah.
I'm not going to go and watch something. I'm not going to be excited for something, but I haven't seen hardly anything. I mean, the trailer's what, 1 minute, 40 seconds?
Yes, I don't know.
And everybody was like this. Oh, I'm like, just put on the old Star Wars, man. You see the exact same
I know,
thing.
it cracked me up. Everybody was absolutely wetting themselves over that teaser trailer. It was just like, really? Nothing happens. You don't see anything. But I loved as well everybody analysing the, was it 90 seconds, like you say, or something. And it was just like, oh, this scene is this. It's like, well, it's a teaser trailer. The idea is we don't know what's happening.
People have done reaction trailers to bloody Spectre, haven't they?
Oh, you're kidding.
Seriously. And one bloke was like, oh, Spectre's back.
I do laugh with these videos of people reacting to watching trailers, and they're just like, oh my god, it's like, it's a bloody film. It's like,
I'm going to do a reaction. I'm going to do a reaction to my chat, right?
Yeah.
That guy's so handsome. Oh, he's awesome. Look at him. It's amazingly handsome.
Oh, I wish I was that handsome. Yeah.
I wish I looked like that guy. Because I'm just like, these things are stupid.
Yeah.
Nobody freaks out on a trailer, surely, unless they're A, extremely weird, or two, I've got no life.
And it's getting hyped, and then there's just taking it. I mean, like we've joked with this whole what happens now with horror games on YouTube. There's this whole overacting because people want to see people just overreacting to stuff. It's like, what is the point?
Here we go. This is me, right? Playing Resident Evil, ready?
Oh yeah.
No, look, I'm playing the game with no hands.
Yeah, you got to do the. Oh my god!
You know what I want to do? When I do a gameplay, I want to have my hands up in the end to have the kind of thing moving. Right?
Yeah.
And I go, oh, see what you can do when you've got strong muscles down below. Right.
But yeah, I should have done a video. I mean, of me reacting. X-Files revival, going, oh my god.
I'll tell you something. I was just saying, this is the thing. When the X-Files trailer pops up, you'll watch it. You'll be really excited over it if it's all right. But you're not going to go, oh.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. I mean, I was excited when the second movie trailer, I got to see that at the cinema. I was excited. But like you say, I wasn't like peeing myself with excitement. Last Avenger said Hollywood is about making money and less about creating art these days.
Well, you know what? I'm going to make some money. I'm going to make the money because I'm going to make the Last Avenger story.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm going to make it. It's going to be called. I'm going to be the first Avenger, right? The last Avenger. And basically what it is a man running around in basically Captain America outfit. A bit like Super. You know the film Super?
Yeah.
A bit like that, and just knocking Paul on head like Spike Lee, going, "Don't make Enter the Dragon," all right, and all this, and then at the end, it's going to turn into a little bobblehead and be sitting on my thing. It's going to be and nodding at me. There you go. That's my movie.
Yeah.
What's that? Donna says you two. Donna says you two are freaking crazy. Love it. Oh, thank you, Donna. The crossguard lightsaber from the trailer caused a big old problem.
That was. I did love the piss takes that people did though, with adding extra like Swiss Army knife attachments and stuff. That was hilarious. Some of the.
I have to be honest. I don't see the problem because if you watch the first Star Wars movie, you know, it's Phantom Menace, isn't it? The first one.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, episode 1, not the
first. Yeah.
Right. He has a thing, and he puts them together like that.
Yeah.
Right. And he's swinging it around. Right. So where's the problem? Right. The problem they realise is there's not only just 1 or 2 lightsabers. It'd be like people with swords. Don't people see swords that connect? You know what I mean? It's like.
Oh, I did love some of the people, like John says about the theorists, like they saw the crossguard and it was like, well, technically that's not scientifically possible. That would be dangerous and impractical. And I was just like, okay, this is hilarious. I mean, part of me wonders if it's not real, if it's just been put in there to mess with people's heads because it was just a teaser trailer. So.
Do either of you remember Teen Agent? I love the film, but it's almost impossible to find on DVD.
Oh really? I've heard of it, but I haven't seen Teen Agent.
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
No.
If I have, I might have seen it.
I think I've heard of it, but yeah. But you haven't heard of it or seen it.
Mm-mm. But going quickly back to John because I want to answer. I want to say this last thing.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's all right. I feel like people say things like, "Oh, it's dangerous," and that they don't realise that it's a fictional world.
Yeah, no, right? That's what I was thinking.
Anything can happen. If they were to put Daffy Duck in there, right, they could. If they were to put bloody Donald Duck in there and Huey, Louie, and Screwy, they could. We're
not talking about something that's based in reality. We're talking about a world where ships are flying and this, that, the other.
Can you imagine if they did that? Can you imagine if they made bloody Donald Duck and had him as a real old man like he was with Huey, Louie, and whatever the other one's name was? Right?
Dewey, yeah.
Dewey. There was Dewey, yeah? Right?
Yeah.
And then they had him older and they changed it to Huey, Louie, and Screwy, right? and you had the two that were doing all the work and the other one was taking the other, ducks to bed. That would be really funny, all right? And they should put that in the new Star Wars movie, right? Because that's what I'd do. If I got these people going, "Oh, this isn't realistic, this can't happen in this world," I'd do something really crazy. I'd have the Green Lantern fly by or something doing one of the scenes. Just to be like, F you know what I mean? Because why don't they do stuff like that?
I think the problem is now with the joys of the internet is everybody is connected in the ability to like over theorize and talk about and discuss and like once upon a time you didn't have this. You just get in your little friend groups and that would be it. But now you can communicate with the world and come up with all these different theories and stuff, and it's hilarious.
It is.
And like I say, I do love all the pictures that people were doing photoshopping that crossguard lightsaber.
Oh,
especially the one that added extra like 100 things up the actual beam. Are you looking for Teen Agent?
When did it come out?
I don't know. I've heard of Teen Angel, but
let's have a look. Where did it start? So I might have found the DVD of it if it's the right thing. Because if it is
1991.
It came out in 1991. Well, there's another. It's
going by a different name on IMDb.
If Looks Could Kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can buy it in America for $14.99, and it's an archive collection, which means it's a burnt to disc. So you can get You can
Oh,
get
Roger Rees. I love Roger Rees. He's
you
hilarious.
can get it, Donna. You'll just have to import it, probably.
Yeah. I don't know if
Um,
Donna's DVD player is multi-region, but
I'd be reaching free because it's burnt
oh,
disc.
because it's an invite. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You said it's burnt disc. So.
So if you're up for that, then it's right there. It's called If Looks Could Kill.
Mm.
I hate when they change titles.
I know. I don't understand the point of changing titles sometimes. Oh, she's just said. Just discovered it also goes way if looks could
Oh, well, that
kill.
was all pointless, then, wasn't
That
it?
was.
I thought we found a great discovery. I was like, with
helping out the viewers, to
yeah.
discover stuff, and she found it.
I was like, we've helped Donna, we found her film, she couldn't find it, and found it right there. Then
That's
next time, we're not looking.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, we would always look for our viewers.
Well, yeah, of course we will. That's what the point of the chat is as well. If people need help, maybe looking for something, we might be able to find it as well.
Exactly.
You know?
That's perfect. At least that's the same one though, because it would have been annoying if she'd meant something else and it was going by some other title.
Oh, that would have been hysterical, wouldn't it? Oh, I just bought it. It's not the film.
Yeah. I don't know what this is, but it's not what I was talking about.
Oh, yeah. What's this? You should read your messages quicker. Oh, charming. Oh, okay. Well, we found it before you did.
No, to be fair, it's difficult. That's the problem. I mean, we said like with the YouTube chat, it's difficult when stuff gets posted and you're like, especially because like with it still shows on the side of the screen like the list of comments, and you're like trying to get through them to see what ones you've read. And I mean, yours is different because you can star them, can't you, or something?
Yeah.
But like on my screen, they're still all showing, so it's.
Oh, I just found out from looking on IMDb now for that film.
Yeah.
I just found out Beauty and the Beast is coming back for a third series.
Right, I thought I'd finished. Like.
You know the one with Kristen Crew again?
Yeah.
They're bringing back Legends Season 2, which is good, I guess, because I haven't finished the first series yet. Devious Maze is coming back for a third series. I still haven't watched the first one. Oh, Chris Lee Knows Best is coming back. Yeah. Awful. Hannibal's coming back, which was obvious because that is great. They're bringing Power back. I'm glad about that.
Paul's coming back for one more season.
Is it?
Yeah, it's third season. Apparently, it's going to be the last season. So,
The Making of the Mob.
What?
A miniseries called The Making of the Mob starting on June 15th. I might keep an eye out for that. Tyrant's coming back. That's good. Mistresses. I want them to release that on DVD so I can watch one. True Detective.
Apparently, the X-Files is going through similar problems as Twin Peaks with its getting to being made kind of thing. Apparently there's contractual problems and some people are asking more money than they're going to be offered, and other people are struggling with timing. So it looks like it's going to go through some I knew this would happen, but it's going through some teething problems.
Well, you know what that means, don't you? That means basically that it's probably going to end up being a failure.
Yeah, well, this is what apparently what's going to actually happen is having to evolve, and that annoys me because if they end up not doing like the mythological stories because the old players aren't coming back, then I hate it if it comes back as just a standalone, like Monster of the Week.
It probably will. It probably will because everybody has different views,
Yeah, exactly. And the network get involved and all that. But yeah, well, this is the problem because Twin Peaks isn't coming back till next year now, is it? Because it's been set back with problems. So
yeah, so I have to be honest. I don't see why Twin Peaks has to come back.
I don't know why Twin Peaks is coming back.
I can understand with Exiles because Exiles still has a lot to uncover.
Yeah. Twin Peaks it had that one core story and that was it. There's no need to continue.
I do believe that they need to I believe they need to follow, because I think the problem with Exos, like I said before, is it could end up like Fringe. It could end up being what it shouldn't be. It should stay to the formula it had before.
Yeah.
You know?
But I just mentioned it because you were saying about shows that are coming back. I thought I just heard that, and I was like,
it says Premier Summer to be decided on Fox, Untold X-Files Revival.
No, it's been started in June. They're supposedly starting filming in June, but apparently it's not airing until next year.
Yeah, it says 2016 TV series.
Oh, it says it does say
is on board.
Well, they said he is, but I now heard there's problems with his contract. So William B. Davis is on board as well. So
screw David Duchovny, screw Jen Aniston, Mitch Pileggi all the way.
Oh, I love Mitch Pileggi. He's amazing.
And Masters of Sex is coming back. Dominion,
really?
Legends.
I keep wanting to watch Masters of Sex, and I haven't got around to watching it yet. That sounds like I'm desperate to watch a porno, but anybody who doesn't know, it's not a porno. So
Ray Donovan's coming back. I just hope season 3 is better than bloody 2, because 2 bored me shitless.
I never got into Ray Donovan. I love Liev Schreiber as an actor, but I just haven't got into.
Well, let me say this, right? I watched the first season. I was like, oh, I like the fact he's fixing problems, because it's like in my view, it was kind of like The Sopranos, depth.
Yeah.
But it was about one man and his 2-man team, and him being a fixer and them getting the job done, and then him having a family, kind of like Tony Soprano's his family, but a bit messed up.
Right.
Like that. And I was like, series 1 is highly addictive. Number 2, he ended up basically getting this CIA bloke or FBI bloke, I can't remember, him getting found out he was trying to blackmail him to do stuff. And I'm like, okay, this is getting a bit over the top now, right? Yeah. So I'm hoping number 3 takes us back to what number 1 was, because that was better,
Yeah.
And, Legends, I watched the first 5 episodes because it's Sean Bean's show, where basically it's based on a book. And it's that usual same old story, I thought I was this person, because Legends is about him being different people on missions. Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, I thought I was this person, but it turns out that I'm being tricked and I find out who I am within the system. A bit like Alias, but except she knew who she was. So I'm a little bit like, but I'm watching that. Masters of Sex, I own, but I haven't watched the first season yet.
Oh, you haven't watched it yet? Yeah. No. I've heard it's good, and I really want to watch it, but I just haven't had a chance. Yeah, I might look for it on Netflix. I haven't watched Netflix for ages.
I might just buy season 2 and then watch.
You're very good at buying seasons of stuff and never watching them. So
have you noticed that? If anybody's noticed that, I buy series after series of, it's like the following. I bought series 3.
Yeah.
And series 3 of the following is nearly finished on TV.
Yeah.
But I haven't watched season 2. Walking Dead season 5 comes out, I think, in July or August.
Yeah.
I'll probably buy that before I even watch series 3 or 4.
Right. Yeah.
But I do like being able to watch like steamroll through.
Right. Yeah.
So but
that's the thing, because it's. And I mean, we said this, like, that's the joy of like you being able to watch Daredevil straight off, kind of thing, instead of watching, waiting. But that's the thing. It's nice, that kind of stuff. A lot of people just binge watch now instead of watching it week after week, kind of thing. Well, and I think that's what you'll find when you watch them on Blu-ray. You can just binge watch them, kind of.
Well, Sons of Anarchy, if I watched it, I could probably watch it in 2 days.
Yeah.
And I'd be probably highly addicted and
wanting more.
The bloke on it was like, oh, you're buying it for yourself. Oh, it's addictive. I'm going to miss Sam Crow. Oh, yeah, you're going to love it. And I'm like, I watched the ending. I watched the ending because Justified finishes up.
Right.
I love Justified. And Justified finishes up. And I think the last episode's this week. And I'm like, do I watch it or do I wait to June for the Blu-ray to come out so I can watch the Blu-ray? Right? Yeah. About April, May, June. It's 2 months away. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I've got all the other series. I might just watch it. I might just buy it, wait till it comes out.
Yeah.
Because I like the idea that I have my own time to watch it and that I can, like, if I don't want to see Ryan Givens, let's say he dies in the end, which I don't know, he might live, he might die, who knows, right?
Yeah.
Whatever happens. I want to be able to lead myself to it. I don't want it to lead me. I want to lead myself, you know?
Yeah.
I want to follow my way of thing, you know, at the minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start watching stuff again. I might start watching TV series because all I watch is EastEnders.
Yeah.
Right? I might watch. I did watch one thing. I watched One Big Happy.
All right.
Which was a new comedy starring Alicia Cooper, Kelly Brook, and this bloke. Alicia Cooper plays a lesbian, and basically he gets her pregnant because they decide if they reach 30, I think it's 30, they'll have a baby if they ain't with people. He then meets Kelly Brook, and then he ends up married to her, and then basically they end up living together, and she's pregnant, and she's being. It's one of those really stupid comedies with really bad canned laughter.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
And I said to
hate canned laughter.
I said to Donna, that was okay and nice, but now canned laughter isn't really acceptable.
Yeah.
Because it makes you feel like, what's so funny?
Yeah, I hate, especially like American shows, particularly. They're so over the top with laughing at stuff that you wouldn't normally laugh at.
Yeah, like there's things, and I remember watching these. I mean, I don't mind Friends. I can watch Friends over and over again.
Yeah.
Because that is a funny show.
Yeah.
But that's also a show very of its 90s / like early 2000s.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Something like One Big Happy that came out this year shouldn't have canned laughter because we're in a world now where that puts a detriment on the show.
Yeah.
You know, I can't watch The Big Bang Theory. I just can't.
Yeah.
I tried watching one episode, turned it off. It was a big pile of shit. Right?
Yeah.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I've got every season. I do not know why. I don't like the show, but I own every season.
Yeah.
I think because Black Friday they're like $4.99, so I just buy them.
So you bought them, yeah.
I've already seen a site that had the story told. The cast of Sons of Anarchy. Where are they now? The last episode had been broadcast just 4 months prior. Some people just can't let go of their favourite shows. I'll be honest. Where are they now? Why would you do that 4 months after
4 months
the show?
after, yeah, exactly.
You know, I could understand with something like Miami Vice.
Yeah, it's different like 20 years later kind of thing.
You know, that was a show that had a good soundtrack.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't care. I don't care what is up with these people.
Yeah. I mean, 4 months is ridiculous. I mean.
You know, I mean, I see these sites where they go, oh, look at these child actors. What are they doing now?
Yeah.
And I'm like, if they're not on TV, do I care? What do I care?
No, exactly.
You know? So, yeah, I mean, I've been looking up stuff, and there's a lot of TV series I want to own.
Yeah.
You know, but I need to stop owning TV series.
You need to start watching them.
Yeah, well, I said to Donna, I said, because they're short, I'm going to start watching the Peep Show series again.
Right, yeah.
Series 9 comes out soon, doesn't it, on TV?
Oh, does it? Yeah.
Yeah, and because
I heard they were doing a new one.
Because I bought this when I was in England, I thought I might just, you know, watch it and then get out of the way kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I haven't got 6, 7, and 8, but I can get them eventually at some point. But it's on Netflix. It's on Netflix, so I might watch them on Netflix to save me having to change the region.
I just heard today from Donna that Peter Capaldi's stopping playing Doctor Who after next season. Did you hear
Yay!
I didn't even know this. Apparently he's getting bored of doing it. He doesn't like doing it or something.
Goodbye. Peter Capaldi, you're shit. Goodbye. Goodbye. Yes.
Well, Donna's gonna hate you now because she likes Peter Capaldi.
Peter Capaldi.
I said, you know what? My problem isn't with Peter Capaldi. My problem is with the storytelling. I hate the story. The stories have been rubbish.
Let me tell you something about Peter Capaldi. Shit actor, shit doctor. Get him out. Get Daniel Radcliffe in, and we're winning.
I'm gonna be in so much trouble with Donna tomorrow.
I'll tell you what they should do. I tell you what they should do. They should bring in. Get this. They should bring in Wayne Winston to play the Doctor. Yeah.
But I'm I'm curious what the future of Doctor Who is then. You know,
I'm out of here, guys. The honey to do list waits. Have a great week. That's from John. Bye, John. Have fun. See you next week.
have a great week, John. See you next week.
So I cut you up there.
No, yeah.
To be honest with you, I think Peter Capaldi, goodbye, sayonara, good riddance. Probably one of the worst doctors, how he beats Colin Baker. And that's personal experience. I can't watch a single episode. Terrible piece of rubbish, in my view. And that's nothing against anyone who likes him. That's just my view.
Yeah.
If Phil enjoyed him, I'm happy for you. But many people will know I've had a lot of frustrations with Peter Capaldi for months, maybe the last year. I'm going to have to go now, guys. Hope you enjoy my and perhaps see you Wednesday, Malcolm. All right, see you later, James.
Yeah, take care.
But I think they could get someone better. I always thought Peter Capaldi was a bad choice from the day I saw him being announced.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping Radcliffe would be awesome as Doctor Who. Yeah, exactly. I'd love it. Radcliffe to me is a mixture of Matt Smith and a bit of David Tennant to a degree, mixed up in one, right?
Right, yeah.
And he could kind of do a little bit of Harry Pottering,
Yeah.
Someone could say to him, "You look a lot like Harry Potter," and he could go, "Do I? Because I'm the Time Lord." That'd be awesome.
I actually like Daniel Radcliffe, some of his stuff that he's done after Harry Potter. So I would be interested to see him do more.
Daniel Radcliffe, imagine putting these two massive franchises together.
Oh my God, can you imagine Harry Potter, Doctor Who crossover?
And then in 20 years, he could be James Bond.
Harry Potter is the Doctor. That would be a twist, wouldn't it?
That would be great, wouldn't it? And then he could
he could regenerate. And then he could regenerate into James Bond. That's how James Bond is still, yeah.
There we go. There's so many big people out there who could be the Doctor. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. I've just been trying to look to see if it is confirmed or if it's just a rumour, but I can't seem to find anything.
No, so it's not confirmed then.
But apparently Jenna Coleman is still debatable. So.
I want Jenna Coleman to stay. She's the best thing in Doctor.
I don't like Jenna Coleman. I don't like Clara.
I like Clara. I want her to start walking along a beach more. I'm only joking. I like Clara because, I liked Katie Manning, and to me they're very similar.
Yeah, they're very similar. It's that time of day.
Well, okay. I guess we better start saying our bye-byes.
I was just warning you. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just
That's fine. I'm glad you let me know because I could end up in trouble.
Yeah, I don't want you getting in trouble.
All right, then. Well, would you like to say anything before we go, then?
Thank you to our great, the awesome Donna and John for their regular support and questions and stuff, and to James and Last Avenger for turning up as well, especially Last Avenger, who put some nice questions and that on the YouTube page. Thank you to anybody who watches this afterwards. Hope you please subscribe to Malcolm and his awesome PC, PS3, DVD updates, and I know you've got more planned and stuff, so please subscribe to Malcolm. Thank you to Malcolm for having me as the partner in crime as usual, and I look forward to next week.
Thank you. I'd like to thank everybody for being here except Donna because she turned up late.
She did say, I like the way she said as well in the thing. She texted me. I was like, I did say at the start of the chat that you were going to be late.
Yeah, Tash did say, am I messing about with you, Donna?
Yeah.
Am I messing about? I don't know personal things like being that. Am I joking about? And Tash didn't tell me.
Yeah, I never said anything.
No, she did. But anyway, I'd like everybody for coming. I'd like to thank Bill for their questions. Thanks, Last Avenger. Thanks, Donna. thanks, John. I'm sure John's our #1 fan, so thanks, John. And then Boy Don over and Last Avenger.
Yeah.
So, John, you're not here, but we love you, man. So, if you do. And, I'd like to just thank everybody for watching. Thanks for being here, and we'll be in next week.
Awesome.
On the 20th. Wow.
Yeah. And I'll be shooting off together a couple of days later, so I'll be in panic mode.
You'll be able to kind of tell us what your plans are on the day when you before you
yeah.
You know, well, I don't mean like everything, but I mean, you know, like what you're gonna do when you get there and stuff. You know.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah.
Because I think that'd be fun. Looking forward to the video. All right.
Yeah.
See my bouncy head in it.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, I can be very narcissistic then, going, yeah, so it was just like me. Anyway.
Your new co-host is, you know.
I know you're joking. I don't think you know serious stuff like that. Oh, how well people know me. Anyway, thanks, guys, and have a lovely week, and we'll see you soon.
Take care, everybody.
Take care. Have a lovely night.
And please subscribe to me. My channel is in the description.
What an idiot! And please subscribe to Please subscribe to Tash, please. Hold on.
Fine.
I'm in trouble now.
You are, yeah. Bitch slap.
And please subscribe to Tash. It's down below, and awesome videos and so forth. And thanks for watching. Subscribe to Tash. That's it.
Yeah.
Subscribe to me, but make sure if you want to subscribe to me, you subscribe to Tash first, if I don't get in trouble.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Yes. Okay, guys. Thanks. And take care. And have a lovely evening. Bye, guys.
Bye.